Hey, this is Ross Baden with Roleplay Public Radio. We're playing Delta Green. Adam Scott Glancy, the man, the myth, the legend.
Every time you say that, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's called marketing.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Jesus. I'm trying to help.
You really are. I'm just no good at this.
You are. Well, that's you. That's your.
That's me all over.
Yeah. What is the name of this scenario?
Right now, the scenario's name is The Enemy of My Enemy.
The Enemy of My Enemy. So, yeah, please take it away.
Okay. But wait, introduce the rest of the players.
Yes. Hey,
You clearly had a lot of that blend.
And Smith and Cross, traditional Jamaican rum.
We split a fair amount of whiskey.
This bottle will die tonight.
I am sure that bottle will die tonight.
Yeah.
Whether it's
There's not much.
mind.
I'm playing Steve Howell, a SEAL platoon leader from the U.S. Navy, and I am ready to kill things for God and government.
Okay.
So, Sean here.
Sean, introduce yourself as yourself and then your character.
Yeah, so you used to hear me on RPPR, not so much anymore, but now I'm back. So I'm playing McNamara, FBI agent. He's a psychologist, so essentially Mulder, but not Mulder.
Yeah. Possibly Clarissa Starling.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay.
A smattering. That's a precise unit of measurement.
We'll do Mulder changed his sex into Clarissa Starling, so that'll be perfect.
I just said smattering. I mean, that's up to you.
Next.
Alright, I'm Ian. I'm playing Dr. Temple Turner, a former trauma surgeon and current trauma surgeon, and I'm a physician.
Okay.
And this is Jeff, and I'm playing Ian McElvoy, an intelligence services contractor with a specialty in surveillance.
Do we still pump Blue Planet at this point?
Eh.
All right.
Well, Upwind is his game.
What's the new thing?
We hope.
Upwind.
Upwind.
We hope.
We have games of it on RPPR. Please don't eat the thing. Kitty.
And it is quite fun.
There are kittens.
Yeah, we do have two kittens loose in the room.
Yeah.
Two small black Nyarlathotep avatars, agents of chaos.
Super cute Nyarlathotep avatars.
I've never understood that about the Japanese. Have you ever seen any of those weird Japanese anime cartoons where Nyarlathotep shows up as a giggly boy with a short skirt? What is wrong with the Japanese? Is it because we nuked them?
Is that the only thing that makes you ask that question?
Well, there's a number of... Well, there was those beheading contests they had in Nanjing in the 30s.
Oh, well.
That made me doubt their...
To be fair, that is more terrifying. So...
Yeah, I'm more upset about the Nyarlathotep in the schoolgirl skirt than I am the beheading contests.
I will try to use that as the episode art for this episode. So.
Please don't. Please don't. However, the scenario is taking place in the depths of the American Southwest. The Enemy of My Enemy is the name of the scenario. You guys play a team of Delta Green agents who have been assigned to check on another Delta Green agent, a man who is retired from Delta Green operations. Ross, your character has worked with this guy.
Okay.
The guy's name is Agent Marcus. That was his code name. That's
M-Cell?
M-Cell, yes.
All right.
You knew him as Agent Marcus. Let's see here. His actual name is Brooke Branch.
Brooke Branch? Okay.
He had participated in numerous Delta Green operations that you were part of. But while doing his day job, which is not particularly safe, he lost both legs below the knee. And
What was his day job?
He's a SEAL.
Oh, shit.
That's why you knew it. You were both in the same SEAL team. Okay? You were his commanding officer.
I was the commanding officer. So, did we just work professionally as SEALs, or did we ever work
Both.
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 So we both knew that we were DG.
You both worked on DG Ops, you both worked in SEAL Ops, and it was not the supernatural or the unnatural that cost him both his legs and his right arm. It was just the Taliban. Just some illiterate peasant, jihadist up in the mountains of...
IED? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was blown up by a booby-trapped building.
Jesus. All right.
So, he was not retired by being involved in the Delta Green operation. He was retired by his nasty, dangerous job that he normally did.
Mm-hmm.
So, the thing is, though, he turned up, he turned up in the news recently.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, let's see here, July 4th, 2016.
Okay.
Today's current date is Thursday, August 4th, 2016.
Yeah. That's like a month ago.
A month ago, he turned up in the news. It was July. It was the 4th of July. He's been living outside of Lubbock, Texas, in this town called. Let's see here. Let's see here. Heckville.
Is that
Texas.
a real name?
Yes. Yes, it is. It's just south of Beckton, just west of Escacado.
Wait, where is this in relation to Lubbock?
It's just to the northeast of Lubbock.
Okay.
Anyways, he was living there on his government retirement.
Mm-hmm.
There is no such thing as a retirement pay for Delta Green. You do not get a gold watch. That is one of the mantras of the organization is no gold watch.
No.
You get whatever you get from having been in the FBI, the U.S. Army, or whatever. And if you screw up your retirement because you worked for Delta Green, you don't get anything. That's not 100% true, but it's mostly true. Anyways, Mr. Branch, or Agent Marcus, was involved in an incident about a month ago. As part of his assistance through the VA, he owned an assistance animal, a dog.
Animal. Okay.
Yeah, he owned an assistance animal, dog. Mm-hmm. And on July 4th, apparently, some teenagers came by, 4 of them, were driving around in one of them's dad's truck, and shot his dog. Because, bang, it's the 4th of July and you shoot things and you're making loud noises.
That sounds like Texas.
Yeah, that sounds like Texas, right? Well, they shot his dog and then drove off. The thing is, though, your guy, Mr. Branch, somehow was able to, with, again, only his left arm, get in his truck and chase these guys down, call on his cell phone to call the police to say which direction they were going on which highway, keep them in sight, keep close behind them until they fucked up apparently their driving roll, put their truck in a ditch and snapped an axle and were stuck. He then pulled the truck up next to him and held them at gunpoint until the deputies arrived and they all got arrested. In fact, the gun, which belonged to one of the kids' dads, has been linked to multiple animal shootings in a couple different counties in this area of Texas. Apparently, this guy's idea of a good time was shooting the dog in the yard or shooting somebody's cow for no reason. Anyways, the thing is, it occurred to ACEL, your betters, that the idea that he was able to get in the vehicle, drive it, even though he's got a vehicle that's equipped to drive without the use of foot pedals, and still manage to call on his cell phone, and then still be able to hold these guys at gunpoint from his truck, all at the same time, seemed miraculous. And one of the problems of working for Delta Green is that you run into the supernatural. The supernatural is essentially a shortcut for a lot of things. People want to live forever. People want their loved ones back. People want power. And the supernatural is that shortcut that achieves those goals.
Is he just confirmed with having no legs? Okay.
He's
But his
confirmed.
arms were fine.
His left arm.
Oh, so his right arm was gone. So both legs on, right arm gone. Okay.
Yeah. Now, he has prosthetics, and he has, you'll be able to look at his records, and he's got prosthetics for his legs.
Does he have the walking type?
Yes, he
can
does.
walk him without
Yes, he does.
his wheelchair.
But he also has a wheelchair. He has a van, I should say, rather than a truck, that is designed to have the wheelchair go up and lock into a seat, behind the wheel, which he can drive around. It has a lift gate and that kind of thing. He was learning to use those kind of bladed prosthetics, you know what I'm talking about? Does everybody know what I'm talking about bladed prosthetics?
Yeah.
Oh, like in Kingsman, the
Well, I haven't seen Kingsman. I'm thinking of like what's the runner from South
the
Africa.
blade. Yeah, the guy who was convicted of a murder.
He was not convicted.
Okay, sorry.
But yes, those sort of bladed. He's been working on those as well. But there's always the chance with Delta Green. There's always the chance that somebody is going to put something in their back pocket while they're on a mission, and they're going to find a way to hold on to it and use it in the future when they really need it.
Oh, some tome or artifact, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So your guys' job is to investigate this, form a member of your organization, and make sure that this incident is just as it appears. Badass ex-SEAL, even with stumps, chases down a group of, ne'er-do-well teenage scumbags, and is a hero, and someone that Texas can be proud of. All right. If that's the case, are you being assaulted by the cat? All right. Here's how you do that. Django, come here. Careful. Come here, Django. Come on, up. Do it. Come on. There you go, sir. There you go. That's how you do that. All right.
For the listeners at home, there is a cat and two kittens just mingling. So just imagine that with the theater of the mind.
Yes. And sinking its long Smilodon-like claws into our player's legs.
Poor Sean.
All right, so that's essentially the mission. The nice news about Lubbock, Texas, is that it is just across the border from. Excuse me. It's real close to the border of New Mexico. Real close to Cannon Air Force Base, which is one of the homes of, I believe, the 16th Special Operations Wing, which is essentially the taxi service for Delta Force. Sorry, the 27th Special Operations, which is, again, as I say, one of the taxi services for Delta Force. You guys will be assembled from different parts of the country. Your regular jobs will be interrupted. You'll be given special leave to attend a training operation in another part of the country. And you will be given the ability to get on a not-so-standby flight to Cannon Air Force Base in New Mexico, where you will arrive and assemble and be able to look over Mr. Branch's file, his DoD file, and you will also be able to talk to his former unit commander.
Wait, that's me, right?
That's you, Ross. This guy served with you. You dodged bullets with him in Afghanistan. You dodged bullets with him in Somalia, in Iraq, in Syria, Lebanon, places you're not supposed to be. You did Delta Green operations with him in Colorado and in Maine. You are very familiar with Mr. Brooke Branch. He is. What do you want to know? What do you guys want to know about Mr. Branch?
What is my opinion of Mr. Branch?
That when the Taliban blew his arm and legs off, the good guys took a major hit. He was extremely competent. He was extremely motivated. He was solid in the field.
Trustworthy.
Very trustworthy. He was like a goddamn round watch. All right? He ran absolutely like clockwork in the field. He did not collect noses off the dead.
So practically a saint by SEAL standards.
He was extremely dedicated to the work. He didn't have much outside. He didn't have much in the way of solid relationships outside the black ops community. There were his contacts inside. There were his relationships were family. They knew he was in the Navy. He didn't say shit. They were sort of aware of what he was doing, but he didn't talk about his work. He was not married. He had never married. He had never maintained good long-term relationships, which is not good. But while he was on the clock with you, he did not fuck up. He did not, you did not catch him, again, making necklaces out of noses of Pashtun tribesmen. He wasn't burning down houses he wasn't supposed to.
Sure.
He didn't. He didn't have a habit involving, say, the local product, heroin in Afghanistan. He drank his beer, not to excess.
So I would trust him with my life.
You would. If he's got a flaw, it's that he didn't have a life outside of the mission.
So if you got your legs blown off and lost your arm and had some prosthetics and a van and a pistol, could you have chased these kids down and stopped them?
I would trust Mr. Branch's word if I were to ask him, is what I'm saying.
Could you do it?
Yeah.
I'm asking if you could do it.
Probably.
You're one of these badass Navy boys, aren't you?
Assuming, these new prosthetic limbs are really advanced. If he had the new cutting edge stuff.
So why the hell are we here?
We should
check a box and go home.
Let's just ask him, and if he says yes, then we'll fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
The question is, you want to brace him as a group, or you want to brace him as an individual? How do you want to approach him?
Yeah, I would.
I'll drive, but I'll sit in the car.
My interpretation would
And
be,
you want to talk to the...
yeah, we should probably talk to the other people.
Does Delta Green have a psych evaluation file on him?
No.
Okay.
Delta Green runs without paperwork. It runs on... There is word of mouth, there is reputation. But because of the nature of the work, what would be considered the sort of thing that would get you bounced out of the Rangers or out of the ATF is not the sort of thing that gets you bounced out of Delta Green.
Okay.
There's
Hi.
Hello, this is Mitch McIntyre.
Hi, nice to meet you all. Is there a large beastish kitten I can take back upstairs with me?
You do not have to rescue Django, but you can if you want.
I just don't want him to do what he does.
Well, he's already mauled Sean.
I heard that. I was like seconds out of the door, and I hear mauling happening.
You can retreat with him if you like, but as long as he's laying down, I'm willing to let him hang out there. You can steal a kitten if you want.
I want.
All right.
They're adorable,
They are
but
very cute.
I worry about
Depriving us?
tumbling.
Yeah.
Tumbling downstairs.
Yeah, they haven't learned how to use stairs yet.
Well,
They
they're
barely know
smaller
how
than
to
a
use their
stair.
legs.
This is their first day out.
Yeah, like this.
The stair is like 4 mountains to them.
Yeah. It's totally a bed. You guys can use it.
They're not sure about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the idea of a psych eval, I mean, we're talking about an organization where if you can get a cultist arrested for murder, hooray, that's fabulous. But when all they've done up to this point is try to summon Azathoth, where's your prosecutable crime?
Yeah, that's
unless
fair.
unless they're spilling blood to do it.
It's prosecutable with a bullet.
Yeah.
Sorry.
There's a lot of situations that are resolved
Quickly.
with quickly and finally, possibly with a shallow roadside grave and some quick launch. Although these days there's been some improvements at Delta Green. I understand they now have
They put pink hydrangeas on top of
liquimation as opposed to cremation. It's this charming new process where within 2 hours you can turn a body into liquid that you can pour down a drain, sterile liquid you can pour down a drain using this cylinder that's filled with basically it's basically filled with water, superheated water, and like these alkaline, like lye stuff, and it's an alternative to cremation.
Where the
People
fuck you?
Drano.
Where the fuck do you buy that?
Well, you buy it from a funeral services company that provides them to funeral homes.
Hey, for all you Breaking Bad fans, if you want to do it right without ruining your bathtub, all right.
It does leave what they refer to as bone shadows that need to be gathered up and then put through a bone grinder, turned to powder. But it will absolutely liquefy a body, and you can put it down the drain. It's absolutely sterile.
What?
Takes about 3 hours, is what I understand.
Jesus. I need to do more research on that.
I think we also need about 20 gallons of that.
Yeah, no, I mean any DG cell would need that.
Yes, exactly.
So, yeah.
So being an ex-cop with a specialization in computers,
Yep.
can I either do some cop talky stuff or some access stuff and get the police reports associated with the arrest?
Oh, with the the
kids.
dog shooting thing.
Yeah,
Sure.
Most specifically, I'd like to see what the kids claim happened.
Okay. Let's see here.
Yeah, that's logical. Let's just say he's fine.
He's a fucking American hero.
Exactly.
All right, let's see here. Your character
got
sheet.
some dark magic.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. Let's go take a look at computer science and SIGINT. Go ahead and give me a roll on signals intelligence, I guess, to break into the... if you want to bypass the cops completely. And I'm going to say this. Delta Green can provide you with false identities and badges that would allow you, they can get you fake FBI badges that are real FBI badges, but if somebody calls the office that they're attached to,
Right.
that's the problem.
Right.
Or I could help and use my real FBI.
Yeah, that helps. You can get the information from the cops without too much trouble. If you want to bypass the cops so the cops don't even know you're looking into it, that's where your use of the SIGINT to get into their computer and into their mainframe.
Well, the cops already know about whatever the kid said.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I think we should just go
Yeah.
to
All right,
channel.
rather than even talk to cops and let them know that something's up.
Well, they don't know something's up. They think they're just going to know government.
No, they know that this guy is a badass and chased down these kids, and they've got their police report. What I'm suggesting is, if you break into their computer, they're going to.
No, I'm not going to do that. I just want them to. The government requires a.
Yeah.
If you want to go and look
Yeah.
at it, then the cops will know that somebody asked about it.
Yeah. But
Okay.
But through channels, which is
Yeah,
less weird
I'm
than
just
hey,
asking
someone
about-
accessed my files.
Exactly.
just asking about a red-blooded Texan.
Wait,
Okay.
you're a contractor for the NSA. You're FBI.
Yeah.
What are you again?
She's former U.S. Army, but now she's a doctor, a trauma surgeon in private practice.
Oh, private.
But she got her doctor. She got medical school.
Yeah.
And experience through the U.S. Army, being in a MASH unit, basically, being a surgeon for the U.S. Army.
Okay. But, like, she doesn't have any special badge or anything.
No.
Alright. That's just you. And kind of me. So.
Well, you might get some deference, but you got in Texas especially.
Yeah.
But
Well, he's NSA.
I am technically just a civilian contractor who usually works for the NSA.
Oh, okay. So you don't have a real badge.
yeah.
I do. I have my. Apparently, it says badge. I think it's my ex-cop badge.
I'm presuming it's your identity
shield
card from your
when I was a cop.
from your whatever your contractor is.
Oh,
it says
okay.
Whatever your magnetic swipe badge on it.
Analyst, 3rd grade.
Yeah. That means you can go to Fort Meade and walk through this door and this door and this
PX.
door. And the PX. Yeah. But if you go direct to the channels, you'll be able to pull up the police report, and you'll be able to go ahead and give me a. If everybody sits down and reads the police report, I'm going to ask that everybody roll their intelligence times 5. Try and roll under your intelligence times
Which
5.
is top left.
It'll be the stats are on the number 8 on the top left-hand side, and it'll tell you what your intelligence times 5 is.
Nope. Hey, I actually made that with 36.
17.
Okay.
So I'm under 2.
And you?
Wait, so
Intelligent top left. The next to the number, there'll be a percent.
I want to roll under 70.
Yep.
Yeah.
I definitely did not do
Under
that.
70.
Would you roll what out of what?
Damn, your doctor's like
Wait.
smart and
Roll
shit.
16.
16? You rolled a 17?
17 out of
Well,
16.
then you win the contest. You're the first person to notice this. Okay, so what you get out of this report is there's an anomaly that shows up. And the anomaly is that multiple, like these kids talk about how this guy followed them. And they say that he pulled his vehicle up parallel to them on the highway and pointed his handgun from the driver's side, on his side, across the passenger seat to their driver's side window and demanded that they pull over. And when they tried to accelerate or get away, they messed up and skidded off the side of the road and crashed. So if he's driving with one hand on the wheel, how's he pointing his other hand with a pistol across the front seat?
Do we know how?
With his left.
But
Well, what? How advanced is his
nothing
prosthetic?
going on.
You take a look at his. If you guys want to look at his records from the VA, well, first of all, you can't computer that shit. There's one thing I've learned about the VA: it's all on goddamn paper, which is everyone's fucked. You'll have to actually go to the Lubbock, Texas VA hospital and come up with a reason to talk to his caseworker and ask to see the paperwork.
Could we also look at his truck and see how it's rigged out?
You can see what records are as far as his registration.
How would that help? Like,
To figure out if there's a physical, actual, practical way that he could have managed that.
Well, it is designed to be driven with his left hand only, which means that the gear shift is on the left hand side. The signal switch is on the left hand side. And
all right.
there's nothing on the right hand side of that wheel. There's also a built-in brake that you can work with one hand.
Okay.
Crap.
It's just really well aligned. So he's going down the highway.
Well, that's not going to let him aim a pistol, though. Like, that makes it possible for him to drive, but that's not going to make him like drive and aim a pistol, right?
That's why I said it was really well aligned. You just let go of the wheel.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on the highway.
Like, he could put it into cruise control, and that would maintain the speed, but the alignment is the part that's
Well,
weird.
he has kind of legs. He could, like, have one leg.
Yeah, I suppose you could hold the wheel with his knee if he
He is a seal. If there's anything a seal could do, it's something
I love how
stupidly
we're trying to
dangerous.
just-
If Mark Werf
Yeah.
with Wahlberg tell us anything,
Yeah.
My next door neighbor when I was a little kid was a thalidomide baby.
Yeah.
She had one leg and that was it.
Oh.
And her dad built her a go-kart with all the controls and the steering wheel. She used to
Jesus.
rip around the neighborhood in that thing.
Well, same principle, in other words.
Except SEAL training.
close still trying.
Who has a good bureaucracy to try and get the VA records?
I have got a 40%, so she's better.
What is your bureaucracy?
50.
What about you, Jeff?
40.
Very good. So, and you want to like spend a day at the VA trying to get those records? Because like if he had really good prosthetics, case closed.
Well, you're also a doctor.
Yeah.
It's much more likely that they're going to
Yeah.
give you some professional deference.
Yes.
That they're not
One
gonna
that I
give
can
you
understand what I'm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if his prosthetics are so advanced that he can basically act like a normal, like a person without then then case closed, right?
I suppose.
Yeah. So that would
Yes, I can do that. Is
be.
that
I mean, I don't know the state of prosthetic technology. Right?
Well, don't worry. Somebody at the table does. Other information you can glean. It would not be difficult using your bureaucracy skills, yours or his using his SIGINT. I'm not going to give you a hard time about this, getting into things like DMV records. The vehicle that is, like I said, you know what the vehicle is that he's registered to. You know that it's a Dodge van and it's got a lift gate in it, and it's got the seat that is locked in, that you lock in and you strap in the you sort of have to strap the seat into its position, the wheelchair that comes up into it. It's a recent vehicle. It's a post-2000 vehicle, so it's not terribly old. Like 2005, so it's maybe maybe 12 years old.
So it unlikely it has that eyesight that like plane tracks. It's unlikely it has that.
Yeah.
No, it's not quite. It's probably not got a camera in the back of it for
Backup.
It probably hasn't. At 2005, it's not going to be as digitized as some of the most recent vehicles. Regardless, the other parts of the, I will say that the police report that you got a hold of, beyond the aberration that you noticed, and you had noticed as well, but better roll wins a cookie. The police report is a little starry-eyed. You know? It's a little goddamn American heroes chasing down these scumbag kids, these kids today with their rocking and they're rolling, and it's
and their rap music
and their dog shooting,
hipster crap,
and their dog shooting.
Their pants are like below the belt,
Their sandalwood beard cream.
Yeah.
Get off my lawn.
It's a bit starry-eyed as far as its description.
Does the report even acknowledge the fact that he's disabled?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why it's so badass.
Okay.
It's like Chuck Norris with one arm.
Yeah.
All right.
But it comes off as very starry-eyed to you. It's just it's almost a bit fanboyish, like it was Dave Bowie or who did this. All right.
Dave Bowie totally wrecked these teenagers' shit. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah.
So as far as deeply analyzing the details of this event, no, you do not believe the Texas Highway Patrol did that. Now, as far as I will warn you that Wednesday will murder your feet, Jeff. A tiny black kitten is murdering Jeff Barber, starting with his ankles.
You're listening to History Made right now.
Like a 7-inch long kitten.
Anyways,
It's a thing that's happening.
So as far as going to the VA, there is a VA hospital in Lubbock, Texas, which, as far as you guys know, has a caseworker who works with Branch. Guy's name is Cox, Larry Cox. He's the caseworker assigned. Again, all the stuff about the VA is on paper. That's one of the big, nasty, horrible things about the VA these days is that everything is generated on paper. There's horror stories about buildings, floors sagging under the weight of paperwork that hasn't been reduced to digital information. So trying to get it out via computer hack is just not something.
It's air gapped.
Yeah, it is. It is indeed air gapped. So
fuck you, Titans.
Yeah, no. Russians will never get this information.
Exactly.
Why would they want to?
Fuck you, Skynet.
So, how do you want to approach this guy, and what story are you going to tell him?
Let's see here. Are there any kind of charity groups or aid groups that would we heard about this
You
guy's
could be
story.
screening veterans for a new kind of prosthetic.
You could be a potential future administration assessing their potential budget?
Well, remember, it's not post-November, or it's August.
Announced in June.
No, I'm not remembering. What are you talking about? Do we have a change in the VA in June that I don't remember?
No. Never mind.
Okay,
I'm thinking of a different thing.
because the election isn't happening
Nope.
yet. We're not going to have a switch of
Different thing, different year.
administration. But yes, if it was 2017, it was right now. That would be a potential thing. God knows there's so many unfilled positions currently wandering around the federal government. You could
Wait, are you trying to get politics in this Delta Green game? What the hell?
I know it's terrible. I'm just referencing the reality that there's all these unfilled positions in the government. You could wander in claiming to be someone who's going to be positioned by the new administration.
I don't know what you're talking about. Everything's fine. So
Everything is fine.
to be fair, after that blends and rum, it does feel like everything's fine. So
It is Navy strength rum. This is what they gave you so you wouldn't sweat the details.
All
Yeah.
the rum is gone.
yeah,
So,
well, we have blends of it was and. Yeah, maybe it's just the prosthetic story, like that. Like, hey, we heard about the story about this vet who's really had a really tough time. We have this great new prosthetic limb. What's his deal?
It would not be impossible to print out like a business card from some, new
Like,
prosthetic company that could hand
I
out.
think. I think the Delta Green concern is one: is this guy actually still human? Like, if he's doing things that he should not be able to do. He could be like a lizard person or a shoggoth or any
I'm sorry,
number
what do those words mean?
Yeah, I know. Well, a monster.
Okay.
Like, who's pretending to be human. So we have to make sure, one,
again,
that he's
bringing
human.
politics into it.
Yeah. One, we have to make sure that he's human, and two, that he hasn't, that he's our human, that he's not someone who's made a deal with something alien. So, if we find out what the capabilities of his current prosthetics are, we can figure out if what he did...
If he's exceeding.
If he's exceeding him. And if he is exceeding him, that's bad for basically everyone.
Margot is a doctor and just roll
Would
on
the
it.
VA just
see
give
if
out
I
this
can
information
find
though
the
to people,
Lubbock,
to
Well,
companies?
that's why you're lying.
The VA is perhaps one of the worst run
Okay.
Assuming
bureaucoses in
that
our
the VA
government.
contracts out to some
Yes.
retirees
Or could it
that
just
are
be
totally
a
dedicated to
decision
training
decided
service
you
dogs,
should
right?
stay on
Absolutely.
And
Some
we'll go
sort
in
of
and flash my fake
benefits or-
FBI
That
badge
could be.
Okay.
and just say,
that
"Isn't
could
it
be
sad,
good.
sad thing."
like because I'm actually a
About this
physician.
poor
So,
dog.
like,
That's the interesting thing. I'll tell you what goes on there.
I was hoping you were going to tell me something interesting.
Are you trying to make a skill check?
Yes.
Wait, what?
No, he's gone off in a different direction. His direction is to check with the groups around town that provide service dogs to vets, and there are going to be one or two in this area. Not many.
Not many.
I mean, Lubbock's 2,000 people, but you start checking around, and
Let me guess. Nobody has given him a service dog.
correct. And you start checking outside the Lubbock area. Just get on the phone.
Okay.
No. You burn time.
I go to local vets. Does he bring his dog in for checkups?
No. As you
Court
call
puke.
every vet in the phone book.
Okay.
Oh, so to chase these teens for a dog that he doesn't care about?
Well,
That he doesn't, check out or whatever?
Is it a dog
Maybe
that
he
he actually
doesn't
had?
have
Is it a dog that anybody knew he had? Is it actually a dog?
That's...
I think you might have played Call of Cthulhu before.
Yeah. All right. We punched the dog.
There's nobody in the area who seems to have any record of
Wait.
having provided a service
Are
animal.
there any, does he have a Facebook page showing pictures of his dog?
No.
Where's the body?
He does or he doesn't?
Well, nobody knows. There's nothing in the police report. You'd have to ask him.
He just
because
claimed
it
he
was-
shot his dog.
it was
They didn't-
the
they
dog
didn't go
shot
and
on his
see
property.
the dog. Right?
Well, the cops will actually have a report where they're like, they didn't have to do much more than snap a photo of the dog, the dog was taken in by the medical examiner. They removed the bullet. The bullet in the dog was
Okay, so
linked.
there was a dog body, and they took a picture of it.
Yeah, and they did an autopsy on it to pull the bullet out so they could connect it to the firearm that was used to shoot the animal. So yeah, nothing weird
So
happened
they
to the dog,
confirmed there was a gun.
but the dog was eventually returned to the owner.
Oh, the dog's still alive.
No, it's dead.
Oh,
But it is dead.
It is dead.
okay.
All right. But
Well,
the corpse.
it was dead when the cops returned it.
Damn it.
Did it go into a dehydrated jar?
Yeah.
It was not returned as essential salts. If that's what you're asking.
Yes.
The dog was returned as a dead dog. And a frozen dead dog, just to continue with the Blair Reynolds metaphors, it was a frozen dead dog.
That wasn't a metaphor. That was literal.
Yeah.
So yeah, we need to figure out what the capabilities of his prosthetics are, because if this is something he actually could have done, then case closed. But if this is something beyond, like driving and aiming a gun at the same time, is something that he could not have done, then we need to ask him what the fuck has happened.
Okay. So, again, how would you like to approach Mr. Larry Cox, VA caseworker at the Lubbock, Texas VA hospital?
I think I'd like to go as his physician, and that I feel like I need to possibly reevaluate his prosthetics, and I just want to look at his history with them.
All right. Let's take a look at your character
You were an
sheet.
army doctor, right?
Yes.
Let's take a look at your character sheet. Does it have everybody's character sheet over here?
You're like prepared in things? What?
I'm trying to be, but sometimes I succeed, sometimes I don't.
It's kind of overrated for GM sometimes.
It really is. All right. Tell you what, give me rolls on medicine. Roll under your medicine skill.
It's enough for order. It should be.
I got 36.
36.
Am I at 60%?
Okay. Give me a second die roll, please.
78.
78. Okay. And give me a third one.
73.
Okay. Well, Larry, who I should also note is in a wheelchair, sort of notes as well. This is a little irregular. You need to go through various. You need to come back with the right paperwork, and here are these forms, and here are these things that you need to do. You're not able to convince him to bypass some of the paperwork to get some of the information that you want. However, during your conversation, he does mention, without letting you see the paperwork, a particular brand of prosthetic and a particular parts number. And you're able to at least hold on to that information during the course of this. He also says that, Mr. Branch hasn't really had any complaints about the. Certainly, he's made new complaints to us about it. But as far as how his prosthetics are working now. But is there anything else you want to know from him before you retreat from the situation and check out that part number?
I mean, we still don't know if that's possible.
Yeah.
We know what the police report says. Is that something that, prosthetic limbs can do?
Well, we could strap your legs together, strap your arm behind your back, give you a gun, chase one of us down the highway with a van.
I actually like this plan.
But
We'll strap
no,
legs.
it's not that we're
different.
strapping things behind my back.
All right, it's on our doctor right now. Is there anything else you want to, you want to tick him about before you retreat to use that information?
What is this mostly just medical records?
Well, it's not just medical records. Those VA records include things like if there were expenses put out to put a ramp into his house, right, or to have the van purchased, as a van that has been tricked out to be able to accommodate a
Or
wheelchair.
pay for a service dog.
Yeah, or pay for a service dog, exactly.
Was it even like registered or licensed as a service dog?
Well, they're supposed to be. If it was paid for by the VA, there'd be a record of it.
Yeah, so I'll ask if he had, what kind of aids he had, if he had any service animals. Or,
Well, yeah, he says that. Well, he says yeah, I heard he lost his service animal, but it's been replaced.
You got a new dog.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
did the VA pay for it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we look after our vets.
Oh, okay. Where do you normally get your animals from?
He says, give me a let's see here.
Bureaucracy?
Give me a die roll. Just a flat die roll, please.
76.
36. Okay.
76.
76. He names. We use West Texas Animal Companions as our go-to place for companion animals.
Is that probably where he got his other one too then? Is that where he got the previous one as well?
Yes.
Very good place to go. Okay. I think that's all. Thank you.
Well, Larry bids you good day, and he goes back to drinking his Fanta or whatever he's doing with his lunch break.
Whoa. Oh, okay, that's fine.
Fanta.
Yeah.
Well, Fanta's immediately suspicious because it's a Nazi beverage.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit?
A lot of it.
Yeah.
A lot of it.
All right.
Goddamn Nazi
But
Fanta.
they have such delightful ads now.
Fanta.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So what did we learn?
What?
You'll learn the part number
The part number.
for
You
his.
can look up the part.
Okay.
Was West Texas companion animals?
Yes, you already called them. You already called
Just
them.
want to make sure.
They have had no record of.
Okay.
No.
So wait, is he embezzling money from the VA by saying, "Oh, I bought a dog from West Texas," and the West Texas is like, "Ooh."
Maybe
They
it's.
tend to supply those things and pay them directly so that people can't embezzle money from them.
Okay. So, but they have a record of him. Well,
No, they
No.
don't.
The
He just
VA
said he didn't show her any of the VA
That's what the
records.
VA
I see.
says.
Okay.
He didn't show
But-
any records. He just
Yeah.
said, "Oh yeah, he had a service animal and it's been replaced."
I see.
When you talk to you talk to a bunch of them.
I know who does keep computer records, very good ones. Credit card companies.
Yeah.
I want to hack in when the opportunity arises to check and see his purchase history.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and give me a SIGINT roll.
Cigarette pipe.
42.
42 out of 60.
Out of 60. Yeah.
Okay. You can get in today, as opposed to you're going to
Right.
keep working on it until tomorrow. You critically fail it, then the FBI wants to know.
Right, why
You're,
I'm looking.
you're throwing your laptop in the Lubbock River or whatever. But no, you can look at his credit card purchases. His credit card is extremely boring. It looks like he's got things on it like his power bill, his water bill.
Routine payments.
He's got all his routine payments on it.
Petco or Walmart dog food or licensing fee for the dog.
No, you go back. You go
No
back
vet
years.
Vet bills. Anything dog related, dog chew toys.
PetSmart.
Let me
Flea
think
collar.
here. I'm going to go ahead and say that yes, that his credit card would have reflected mundane purchases like this, and it would have reflected dog food, and it would have reflected
Dog owner purchases.
Yeah,
Okay.
Well,
Re-
assuming
like
he's
on-
not
on-
into kinky things and
On
eats
an,
dog food.
on an appropriate time scale, like recently.
Well, I mean,
well,
it's
certainly it
not
doesn't look
that.
like he's got 6 dogs there.
Well,
I mean,
think he's-
it doesn't look like an enormous amount of kitten.
So
But
it's showing.
consistently though.
Yeah.
Over time.
It's
so he's-
been
yeah.
it's been within over the last 2 years since he lost his legs.
So it's showing he's not spending any money on dogs.
Well, he is.
Oh, he is, okay.
He is. He's spending. The payments on his credit card history are, like I said, relatively
Okay.
boring.
Yeah.
It's fixed costs, not things like he's got groceries on it. Things
Yeah.
like that. He doesn't have anything unusual like 5,000 rounds of 50 caliber BMG ammunition. Nothing like that turns up.
No red flags.
No.
Okay.
But no external evidence that the dog existed. So he's buying these things. But
He's buying dog
bills.
treats, but there's food. There's not.
But when I called the vet and I called all the services,
You didn't find anyone.
there
You
was
didn't find any vets.
no one outside of his house do the other dogs.
So he doesn't believe in vaccines for his dogs.
No, they haven't had shot. You don't see records of shots. You don't see records of vet trips there. But there's food. Absolutely.
Again, not that atypical of a Texan, though.
Yeah, I mean, we're still...
It is Texas where, if you lose a dog, you just drive around until you see a box with a sign that says free puppies.
Yeah.
And then you've got
A dog.
a dog. Or more.
We still have a part number for a prosthetic.
Oh, yeah.
So you can figure out what kind of prosthetic arm it is.
It is a lower arm. It is something that you strap on to your upper arm.
Hook.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a very
So
simple
like
prosthetic.
it's movable, or
It's
one
the
that's-
kind of thing you pick stuff up with, but it doesn't have multiple fingers. It doesn't have a thumb. There's no way
You
you
can
can hold
articulate it.
You can't hold a firearm with it. It doesn't have an articulated wrist. It is just basically something for picking things up with. Very simple. Maybe you
but-
can hold a cigarette with it. You're
The
gentle.
police report says the teens said that he held a gun at them while driving.
Yeah.
Was there any mention of him firing the gun?
No.
No.
No. Okay. So he could have just been holding.
So either the teens were mistaken, or he fucking got really good at holding guns at the hook.
Or driving with his knees, like she said.
Oh yeah, that's right. And he was aiming with his left hand. So
Which is
yeah.
So
you kind of have to
hook
contort.
thing,
But
did it have shoulder or could he move the arm part of it?
Yeah.
So is it theoretically possible to grab around the steering wheel and do this?
Barely.
Yeah.
It would have required him to aim across his chest with his
I mean, he is a SEAL, so if anyone could do that, he would be.
But he's left-handed.
I mean, if
But if he's aiming at them from the passing oncoming traffic lane into their lane,
I don't know.
they would be on his right hand side.
Oh, he was okay. He was on the right.
He's on their left, they're on his right.
So he'd be like this.
He'd have to drive with his hook and aim like this.
But if you couple the hook with his knee, it's feasible that he could hold it in a straight line.
I'm sure that's what it is.
We're talking about the edge of human capability, or something fucking weird is going on. So
That's a narrow. It's a razor thin line.
okay, yeah. So he's Captain America, or what the fuck is going on? Is that about right?
Yeah, you're right in there.
Okay.
Hail Hydra.
So
Ross is going to say Captain America.
yeah, I'm saying we should just go up and talk to him because he's a straight shooter, and he'll tell us what's going on.
Literally.
Yeah.
Or at least a left-handed shooter.
So that's what my character was for. But you guys are the spooks. I'm just a shooter. So
Just a door kicker.
I'm just a door kicker. So I would just assume just ask him what the fuck did you do, and get this over with, because there's real problems to deal with. But if you guys want to do something,
Why don't you go have a talk with him? You're an old friend. You're in town at the airbase. You just want to check in and see how he's doing.
It is, after all, the 27th Special Operations Wing. There's
So
there's
you
no
want me-
reason why you wouldn't be within.
A little layover.
So I'm just like, hey, shooting the breeze. I'm not going to bring that up directly.
Just check him out.
Just see how
So
he's
he-
doing.
Yeah, okay.
He stares you in the eye and says, "Everything is fine."
Would you like a nice cold glass of turpentine?
Well, I mean, that's how he was back in the day when he was working for DG. So like,
Well,
if
There's
he,
a reason he didn't have
if he's
relationships.
cheery and
That's how it
warm,
worked.
he
Okay,
gives you
yeah.
a hug.
yeah,
then you
oh
can tell
yeah.
us that something
If he
wrong.
gives me a hug, I will shoot him in the back of the head.
Thank God you're full of rum.
And
All the best decisions are made after rum.
and Blanton's.
Yep. This is going to go great.
I'm assuming other people have told you this, but it is point blank obvious on RPPR when you've been drinking.
It is perfectly.
What are you talking about? It's fine. Everything.
Deny everything, Peyton. Don't give an inch. Do not give an inch.
I can also tell about how much you've had to drink.
I've
too.
had possibly not enough. But yeah, I will go talk to the guy after I've had a few.
to work up your
Or take a bottle with you.
I mean, either the two options are we're wasting our time, in which case, geez, what am I doing with my life? Or two,
That's a question people ask in DG all the time.
yeah, or
What am I
two,
doing with my life?
or two.
We're going to be at the Applebee's down the road. You just go talk to the guy, okay?
Yeah, but
Do you guys want to wire him up?
fucking wire me. I don't
I'm
give a
not gonna
shit.
wire you up.
Fucking do it.
Just go.
Don't hug him in that case.
Yeah, all right.
Don't forget to take something to drink. You know, it's the nice thing to do.
I'm drinking already.
You want to wire him? Go ahead and make me a
No,
second.
I'm not going to wire him up.
Okay.
Got to trust somebody.
But the other option.
Are you sure you're in Delta Green? Are you going to wire him without telling him?
Holy shit! Look, if you get away with it, I won't even be mad. Like,
If you get away with it,
Yeah.
I won't even.
I think I can help with that with psychotropic drugs.
yeah. But like,
That's what I told my last girlfriend about cheating. If I get away with it, you won't even be mad.
but like, okay, so either the options are we're wasting our time, or two, we have to shoot the guy. Like, I should drink in either case.
Okay.
Like it's either an existential crisis or like I have to shoot another human being.
It's pretty much an existential crisis, no matter which way you
But
slice
sitting
it.
here in the Applebee's parking lot bitching about it ain't going to change anything.
Are you? Where the fuck are you guys
So
anyway?
I stick a pen in the lapel, like a big pen.
Okay.
Just take this bottle of Boig and
Wait,
go talk to your friend.
are you wiring me out with the big pen, or is that
It's
just
just a big pen.
Legally pinned 3 times.
I'm paranoid about the big pen.
Is this the part? Do you guys want to be close enough to react when you start hearing the sounds of something crunching on his femur? When he starts crunching like a
Well, if this is typical Texas, it's kind of like suburban. There's like range roads, right? So
Yeah.
we can be like half a mile away behind some sorghum or something.
Where are these jerks anyway? Like, if I scream out for bloody murder,
I just told you we're half a mile away.
half a mile away?
Just
So loudly.
at 70 miles an hour, that's less than 30 seconds.
Quarter mile away. Just behind some sorghum.
Okay, you better be. I will yell at the top of lungs.
Doesn't matter if it comes in the
Go ahead and roll, please.
What are you doing?
Oh, shoot.
It sounds good to you.
Yeah. Testing.
It tests.
Yep, it's a thing. All right, I go to him at the local bar of his choice.
You try and call him meet at a bar.
Yeah.
He's sounds let's see here. I want to say surprised to hear you.
I got a few hours to kill, and I can Uber my way.
Give me a die roll, please.
Percent, okay.
I recommend going to his house where this happened so you can see what might have happened.
Shut the fuck up,
I loudly second that from across the room in the Applebee's.
5-6.
You gotta say,
That's fine. So, do you go for a drink at a bar? Or do you go
Yeah.
for okay? Well,
I figured a public place would put him
I
in.
realize, of course, this means that the guy's not in his house right now.
that's true.
So
And we're
we should go
quarter
over.
mile away from his house because that's where we thought he was going. So what do you
Yeah,
say, 30 seconds?
So who
Well,
wants to
at
stay
least
at
you'll
Applebee's to pick up
know
the
where
tab?
he is.
Okay.
Who wants to stay at Applebee's to pick up the tab? You?
I left that. Sorry, I didn't say anything.
Okay.
So if you guys see him leave the place to go see Ross,
Does he just kind of reel himself out of the house? And get into the-
you're far enough away that you're not going to be able to
Okay.
see anything except when that van pulls out and then hits whatever the main county road is and starts heading towards whatever honky tonk that they are going to go find themselves into. You'll see his van zip down the road. You'll be able to read the numbers on the. There you go, sir. You'll be able to read the numbers on the. Did the cat knock the microphone over?
The cats of Uthal, Ulthar, they can do what they want. So.
Cats of what was that?
Ulfar. Uthbert. The cats of
The
Uthbert.
Dreamlands are a weird and epic place. So, anyways.
So, all right, you meet him at some place that probably has the word bar in neon letters in the window, possibly
Yeah.
bar. where they have, real American drinks like tequila and
It's actually
Pabst.
called Your Place.
Your Place.
Let's go to Your Place.
Okay. Well,
There actually is a bar called that near my house.
or the same old place.
Yeah, the same old place.
Yeah, or the old same place. Oh, you mean the old same place?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you turn up there. He pops the door. He comes in.
I've had a few already.
I can tell.
I'm role-playing.
Mr. Brooke turns up, or rather, I should say,
Marcus, right?
Petty officer. That's Marcus's is a code name, but it's
Yeah, that's right.
Branch. That's his last name. First name Brooke.
Brooke Branch.
And he wheels himself in with a couple of stumps and a hook for an arm and a dog on a leash. And
What kind of dog?
it's like a collie.
Okay.
It's actually I shouldn't say that.
It's more of a mutt, or
no. I'm sorry. It's going to be more of a chocolate lab of some sort of Labrador mix. So it's a dark colored lab, big broad head.
Yeah.
Good sized dog, 2.5, maybe 2.5 foot at the shoulders.
Yeah. A good dog.
Big old floppy tongue.
Yeah.
Seems thrilled to be there. What dog doesn't want to be in a bar in Texas with air conditioning? He extends his left hand. And shakes your hand and says, Lieutenant, it's good to see you.
Yeah. First drinks are on me, man.
Of course,
Your money's no good here.
Of course they are.
You old so and so.
I'm on a fixed income. Of course you got to buy drinks. After some drinks, he does ask, are you on regular business?
Well, business has never been better.
Yeah, but are you on regular business? Or are you?
Is your business green around the edges?
Yeah, it is a bit triangular shaped.
Anything we've seen before?
Oh, no, but that's the usual, isn't it?
That's the usual.
No.
He says, if you don't come back, I'll remember you fondly.
What are you talking about? I'll die. Cirrhosis of the liver before anything else.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Bartender,
Yeah.
fill us up again.
Yeah, of course.
So, what do you want to talk to him about while you got him here?
I want to talk about how he's been,
All right.
what he's feeling, like how he's doing. I'm really concerned about his emotional well-being.
He sounds cheerful.
Okay.
He's didn't think I'd be able to adjust this new life.
Yeah.
I mean, to suggest that, professional military people of this caliber are like professional sports players when it comes to their relationship with their body. That he's almost completely disconnected from his body is as bad as it gets. It's a running back who gets a spinal injury.
Yeah.
It's an Olympian who breaks their neck. All right. But he does not drink as much as you. He has a couple of he has a couple of beers while you're there. Does not drink to excess. I gotta drive, and I can't flash my fucking ID anymore to get out of DUIs with the Texas Highway Patrol. Not like you.
You served your country. You have a pass to do like whatever you want.
He says, well, and he's admittedly, I have more points with the Texas Highway Patrol than I had, a month ago, but you never know. You might get some hard ass who's not going to cut you any slack. So he's only going to.
If you have problems, do you have any problems?
No, I don't have any problems.
Look. Tell me if you have problems. I will.
He says he doesn't. He says he's adjusted to this new life. He's
Nothing's happened.
Well, he says, I've taken the opportunity to start painting. I'm a regular Georgia O'Keeffe. Although I paint fewer vaginas than Georgia
She
O'Keeffe.
just painted flowers. What are you talking about? Why are you impugning her reputation in this establishment? Anyways.
Well, you know, we see what we see, I guess.
And now we can't unsee them ever.
Now I can't unsee them ever again. He says, yeah, you know, I've taken up that. You know, I've had to, you know, I've had to find other things to do with my life. I've thought about, I've been working on writing a memoir.
Oh, that's good. Make sure you clear it first. You know.
Of course, with everyone.
Yeah, everyone.
Yes.
All right.
Absolutely. But I'm almost relieved that I'm not going to have to go back into the breach again. You know.
Well,
I don't.
You're human. You earned it.
I don't envy you going back out again on another opera.
Well, whatever. It's fine.
But it says, yeah, there's it's been a hard transition, but
So, just to be clear, he has not mentioned the fact that his dog was shot.
nope.
Oh no. Does he seem particularly troubled by anything?
He did mention that thing about being kind of having some extra points with the
CHP. I'm sorry, THP.
Texas Highway Patrol.
All right.
Give me a human roll.
Well, I am at a base, so I got a great feeling about this. Which means I rolled an 86. Oh, I'm sorry, 89.
Even better. You think he's being honest, but go ahead and give me a roll on your intelligence times 5.
I'm fine. Well, that's a straight 50% because my intelligence is 10. And I got hey! I made it.
Okay. Then you remember enough that he did mention, I have a few more points with the Texas Highway Patrol these days than I used to.
More favors or more?
Yeah, more credit with the Texas Highway Patrol, but I don't think it'll get me out of a DUI.
All right.
Did you follow that statement up?
Yeah, I do.
He tells you the story.
Okay.
About his dog getting shot by a bunch of
Psycho teenager.
a bunch of these teenagers who were just driving around. He says his story seems to follow most of what you've heard.
Mm-hmm.
He talks about he says he took his 1911 with him.
Mm-hmm.
He does not say during the course of telling the story that he aimed it at him.
Okay.
He does say that he followed them at higher and higher speeds until they lost control of the vehicle at a particularly high speed and wrecked their car.
Yeah.
And then just drove the car around, held them at gunpoint until cops showed up.
Mm-hmm.
But he was able to get in the cell and call the cops and talk them in every mile marker he was at, so they were able to show up very quickly and didn't hold him at gunpoint for very long.
Mm-hmm.
He does say, it was funny that I could have just turned their lights off, every last one of them. It's a weird sensation that I could have just killed them all right there.
Yeah.
That the skill set was still there.
Yeah.
That the instinct and the reflexes are still there. But to have them right in the palm of my hand and not do anything.
Wait. Maybe I've had too few. Let me visualize this. Is this while you're driving?
No, it's after I pulled over.
Oh, okay.
After I pulled over, after they went off the road, I pulled over.
Yeah.
Did a U-turn, came back against the flow of traffic, so I could point the driver's side door off on the right-hand side of the road and hold them at gunpoint.
Oh, so that's how you did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That once an operator, always an operator.
I
So
remembered a few things.
yeah, clearly.
Never fire across your passenger.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be honest, that's just common sense. But
Well, how many times did we see some skinnies in Somalia where the gunman in the shotgun seat would fire right across the fucking face of his driver while they're tried to do it.
Well, that's why they weren't operators. That's why our kill-to-death ratio was that great. So, what happened to those teenagers?
No, they're all under arrest. It looks like they've been making a habit of popping people's animals, livestock, pets. They've been doing it for months. A couple of them are old enough to go to grown-up prison.
Good.
But unfortunately, 2 of them are young enough that they're just going to go to juvie.
Yeah.
But
what can you do?
well, not much. They're going to lose their. They cost their dad their car. They cost another dad his gun. I don't imagine their folks are particularly pleased with them at the moment. It's not going to go well for them.
All right.
But he says, I lost Ringo, but I've got Doc here as a replacement. So we're still we're still getting to know each other.
Soldiering on.
I'm going to miss Ringo. I had that dog for 2 years.
Of course. You buried him, right? With
Oh, yeah.
honors and everything. All right.
Well, I had a neighbor bury him.
Oh.
I can't dig a hole.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know, like but yeah, it looks very nice the leg. So,
would you like one?
No. No. I'm sorry. I probably had it for too many.
Yeah.
Well, look. Here's my number. If you need anything, let me know. I'm here for you anytime.
Of course. I appreciate that, LT.
Yeah. All right.
While he is wasting this guy's time, what are you guys going to do with his property?
Ransack it?
You gonna toss it like the Stasi?
I think we won't toss it.
I think we're
we can
gonna
have a
be
good look
subtle.
around.
Is
Someone
this
on the
door
grounds,
locked?
someone inside.
Yeah, the grounds look for the dead dog.
While you guys are searching, maybe I'll set up a little surveillance team or something.
Okay.
Oh yeah, bug the shit out of him. Fucking Stasi that shit. What was that movie? Silence of Others?
The lives of others.
The lives of others, yeah.
I'm
just going to nanny cam it a little bit and we'll be good.
Okay.
I think we
You're an interstate contractor. Be creative.
Nanny cam it?
I don't want to overdo
awesome.
it. I don't want to overdo it.
No, you overdo it.
Okay.
Nanny
I'll
Cam
overdo
is
it.
21st century Stasi. So I think we're fine.
And that's an order.
Hey, order? Who's in charge here? Are we even
I
determined
think
that?
someone should check the ground, someone should check the house, and I can wire it up while you guys
I'll look for the dead dog.
Okay.
I'll look in the house.
I will point out that it's not hard to find. Now, this is a ranch house on a little piece of Texas property off in the
Single
side
story.
of the, Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a sort of an L-shaped building
Okay.
with a porch filling in that L shape where there's a big open porch. It's got a ramp off the front of the porch. It's got a ramp off the side of the porch. There is a big, almost barn-sized garage, off the side of this thing. Somebody has put them concrete pads that go from the house to the garage, which you could run a wheelchair on. There's also concrete pads that go out to the front gate. There's just a latched gate with a pin, that you'd open up like a cattle gate. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
With also one of those cattle crossing things on
Yeah,
the
cattle guard.
Yeah. The ones on the ground so that they can't cross it. There's a mailbox out there.
Gates open?
It's unlocked. There's a padlock on it.
No, but that's really would be a pain in the ass for someone in a wheelchair to have a gate that they had to open to drive through
It's
and then close.
pinned.
It's pinned closed. That's screwed up. So when we drive up to it, we're like, and then we get out and we're. That's messed up.
Yeah. Because even an assist dog would not be able to pull that off.
Is he on your shoe?
Yeah. With those little bug alien eyes he's got.
Let's see. Pass him up here and let me see if I can put a little food in his mouth. And now, no one will be seated during the excited kitten feeding section of the role-playing game. All right, there we go. I wonder if the microphone picks that up.
I'm
As the
pretty sure
cat
it
is
will.
making their little Nook, nook, nook
The
noises.
sound you are hearing is a cat sucking on a bottle tip.
It's non-stop action here at Role Playing Public Radio.
We're guest playing in Ulthar. Jesus.
So, so there's just a pin holding it shut.
Okay.
There's a front door of the place. It's locked. It's got a couple of bolt locks on it. The things that stand out immediately on this place is, yes, there is in fact a cairn.
Okay.
Not too far, not too deep. And this is West Texas scrub, right? You're right up next to, New Mexico. It's rocks and sand out here. And the kind of vegetation that looks like it's already died, but is still somehow still alive.
Oh, that's scrub.
Yeah. There is a cairn. There is a... there is a stone that has been scratched until it has a name on it that says Ringo.
Okay.
And it is set atop that cairn. The cairn's only about 3 feet, maybe 4 feet long. It does have a ring of stones around it, a pile in the middle of it.
Ross, I think you were in the other room when you said that there's a cattle gate on the driveway and it was closed.
Okay.
It has a pin that holds it shut.
Which would be a total pain in the ass for someone in a
Who lives by
wheelchair.
themselves.
Oh,
Drive
yeah,
up,
that's a
get
He
out of
doesn't.
the
He doesn't
wheelchair.
have a buzzer to just open it.
Yeah, there's no motor on it, right? It's
Yeah.
just
Get the physically yank it.
pull the pin out, open the gate, drive the van through, go get back out again, close the van. Close
It's
the
hard,
gate.
but it's not
It's
impossible.
not impossible, but there's no reason. He doesn't have any cows. There's no reason for him to be doing that.
Yeah, it doesn't have any animals.
Okay.
Not big animals like that.
So,
This may have been part of working ranch land at one time.
Sure.
It's not right
But
now.
anybody would leave the gate swinging open to rust.
Yeah. Now, the other thing that stands out on the property is that there is the foundation of this thing is made out of stone. The top of it's made out of wood. There's a little bit of foundation sticking up, so there's front steps up to the porch, right? Maybe clearing a foot or two off the ground. There is a stone foundation all the way around, and there is a stone staircase that goes down on the side of the building to a door that is like a
Like a traditional Texas storm cellar kind of
yeah, except the door doesn't look like a traditional Texas cellar door. It's a steel door. It's very new. It was not put in. This place was built in the 50s, and it has a punch code pad next to it to open it up.
so it's vertical up and down, not like a storm cellar door.
Yeah, it's not like this. There's a flight of steps down into the
Okay.
ground, this narrow sort of walkway, and then there's that door down there.
There's no ramp.
There's no what?
No ramp.
No ramp.
Also, stairs are really shitty for people with prosthetic
Last
legs.
time I checked.
Like
Yeah.
a pepper bunker, kind of.
Sort of.
And is it a keypad?
Mm-hmm.
Like
I can try.
Well, it might just be Charles Dexter Ward, but
So, you want to try and open this thing up?
Sure.
yeah.
Because
That'll be under.
it's not weird.
That'll be under electronics.
What?
Craft electronics? you mean?
Yeah, craft.
Or would computer science work?
Well, no, because it's wired.
I have 30%.
Mm-hmm.
10.
Goddamn.
Ooh.
Jigger, jigger, jigger. Unscrew the things. And turns green. Door opens.
Got my back?
I'll take your 6.
So are you?
I've got 50% fire.
In the words of Tom Church, you have broken into Frank Castle's rumpus room. Does that ring any bells for anyone?
He's the Punisher!
Oh. Okay, so like
Yeah.
a wall full of guns and their little cutout silhouettes, like maps of the local area. And
No maps of the local area.
Posters
But
of
you,
local
you,
folks.
no, but not one of the posters. But you do have a fucking arsenal down here.
Okay.
There's shit that is probably not legal, But if he's got a Class 3 permit, maybe it is.
Sure.
There's tactical gear.
I imagine most of it which fires best when you have two hands.
Yeah. There's a number of M4s. You're looking at these things. There's full auto weapons down here. Whether he has a license or not is another matter. Okay, you're always amazed at the shit you can do with your phone now. It's a flashlight. It documents everything. It's a bug
recorder.
Yeah. So you start taking pictures down here. Yeah, it's filled with guns. I need you guys to make awarenesses rolls.
I want to make sure, as I step in, I'm going to look for any kind of alarm trigger, like motion detectors. That stuff's cheap now.
Oh no.
How is that your first roll?
56. No, it's my
45.
second roll.
Is that under your alertness?
No, that was under my alertness.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Did not make it?
None of you made it?
I made it.
He made it.
Okay.
And I was first in, so...
Here's the deal.
No claymores tonight.
Yet.
Here's the deal. Those weapons, the armor, the surfaces, it's not dusty in there.
So it's been used recently, or at least cleaned.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is it really just a storehouse for weapons, or is there other stuff in here too? Are there like go bags and piles of cash? Or?
There's yeah, he's got a copy of Action Comics #1, mint.
Wait, is that Superman one or Spider-Man
case
one?
in the
Is that Superman?
That would be the Superman one.
Alright, throw it in the car. Yeah.
That was the one thing I liked in the accountant was his go bag was like a Degas and Superman #1. If he has to beat feet wearing, I thought, okay, that's one way to.
It's like a filing cabinet, a computer, laptop.
There's a dog dish, a couple of dog. There's a dog dish and there's some dog food.
Is the water?
There's water. There's water down here.
So he's been down here more recently than it would take an afternoon in a hot Texas day to evaporate it.
Possibly.
Wait, is this air conditioned? Can you tell?
It's underground, which helps.
Yeah.
It's not decked out as a survival bunker. That is to say, you're not getting a bed. There's not a cot down here. There's not chemical toilets. There's not supplies of food. But there is, combat boots and tactical gear and.
Are the combat boots dusty on the soles?
Yeah.
How would he avoid them with his blades?
That's the point, I think.
There's a pile of weapons. Beanie, also give me another awareness roll from everybody.
Are there any body cams or like weapon cams or anything like that?
84.
Definitely.
21.
21?
So
How about you?
What are we rolling against?
What was that?
72.
72? Okay.
What was that a roll against?
Awareness.
Awareness.
Alertness. Sorry.
Yeah, I got it.
All right. Well, then here's what you find. You're finding things like there's some combat. There's like a combat knife down here. You can see there's a grinder. You can see that this
Grinding
stuff
wheel?
Yeah, for sharpening it. You can see that this stuff looks like it's been used.
Okay.
There's a machete as part of the gear. It has a sheath that will attach to the back of your web gear, something you could lift over your shoulder.
Is it right side or left side attached?
It would be right side attached, so you can lift it with your right hand.
Weird, since he doesn't have one.
The blade clearly has been beaten back into shape, in that the edge of the blade has got these wiggles in it, where it has obviously had contact with something, possibly scrub brush and small tree branches, but it looks like it's been ground back into shape. The tack gear has bullet holes in it. There are bullet holes in the tactical, like these black, multi-pocketed camo fatigues. There's when you're looking at those boots for dust, you come across something that looks like a puncture in the bottom of the sole of that boot. that you feel around inside. It goes all the way through.
Like a nail or a bullet hole?
Well, more like
Punji stick?
more like a punchy stick or a caltrop or something, or
Okay.
a steel spike or something. Long roofing nail maybe or something, or a nail driven through a board that was nail side up. You know, you find you're shaking out. You know, you're finding damage to the gear and even to the uniforms. You're finding where someone has dug bullets out of the Kevlar armor and then replaced the plates.
So is this stuff? I mean, was in the military. You were. Is this stuff things that he might have been issued and is keeping as keepsakes, and that
Oh,
all took damage
absolutely.
later?
This could all be old Delta Green.
Or is this?
This
stuff,
could be a green box.
I didn't know if this stuff was. Some of it was like new designs that would have had to have been used more recently than his 2 years ago.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. It's probably the stuff's within the last year or so. You're not seeing anything that strikes you as particularly next generation technology. But it's clearly the sort of stuff that would be could have been turned out in Afghanistan in a recent conflict.
When I text him,
As far as it being a green box, that is to say, dump site for Delta Green. There's no record of this being a green box.
I'm going to text him and say pear-shaped.
That's nothing. Don't worry about it.
And then I'll follow up with a give us a heads up.
I'm not gonna reply. Well, I'm talking to the guy.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But there's first aid kits. There's down here. You can see that some of it they're not complete. They're not fresh off the shelf. They've been used.
This looks like a place looks like an active site where people are going on missions and using it as a staging area, and they're coming back and then prepping their gear for the next one. And it just doesn't seem like either he's not the only one using this house, or whatever allowed him to drive the truck is allowing him to do this too.
Intelligence times 5.
Made it 38.
You made
No.
it as well.
Yes.
I got 80.
Good job.
The gear seems the clothing is the same size.
Okay.
It's consistently the same size. The boots are all size.
So it's not a bunch of different people.
Yeah. The boots are all
Is
size.
it his
12.
size? Maybe. I mean, it's hard to tell when he's
We know
tall, but
we should know how tall he is.
If you have his
Medical
military
records.
records, which you will, you'll have his fucking boot size.
Yeah. So we
The
know.
answer is yes. They're in his military records match up height, weight when he was in the service.
Okay.
He doesn't look like he's gained a lot of weight for a guy who hasn't been able to run how many fucking miles a morning.
Yeah.
He hasn't lost. He hasn't gotten fat.
He's still in fighting shape.
He's still
Apparently-
you could still see his fucking tendon stand out, on his arm that was still there,
Yeah.
and he wasn't packing any extra meat on his face or his belly.
Okay. Which is
Now
the first
that's
time.
not impossible. He could be doing fucking crunches.
If he
There's
is-
any number of gear that could be in that house he could be using.
If he's so either he's fucking Captain America or something fucky's going on. So
Or he's doing like a gazillion chin-ups.
Yeah.
But
or he's on meth.
I don't see how
It is West
really
Texas.
explosive.
let's
It is
bail
a-
on this and check the house.
Yeah.
I might go
Yeah,
check
I
the
mean,
dog
we're
credit.
drinking for hours.
Trying to.
I will pay for his drinks until he gets sick of it.
Okay.
Uh,
In that case,
oh man, you're using my dice.
yeah.
Something happened?
No. But he certainly. Well, no. He just passes the time with you, talks, asks questions, you answer them.
Yeah. Remember that time when Ramirez
Oh yeah, there's all that.
went on that snipe hunt because the sergeant sent him on that. He would do anything you'd ask him to.
Yep, there's a lot of that.
All right.
Anyways, you guys back out of here. How would you like to rehook up the door so that it?
Oh,
It's
the
locked
steel
again.
door, right? Yeah.
Same way we came in, I
All
guess.
right, give me another roll on that electronics. You get a bit of a bonus because you succeeded the first time.
Do you have to practice?
Oh, 1, baby.
Fucking hell.
Do you understand how bad my dice luck generally is?
Oh
Tonight
my
I'm
God.
going hot.
He's making up for red markets where I.
It looks like he didn't even touch the damn thing.
All right, yeah, you close it right up. Click. Ding. Little white
For
light
listeners
goes on.
home, I nearly killed his ass with a landmine, but he.
I am impressed, sir.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. Last time I saw it rolling like that, that was Blair Reynolds, honestly.
Yeah. Well, it's not going to happen again.
Okay.
All right. Oh, hey, you guys are using the bed. Excellent. That's what we're all hoping for.
I'm gonna go dig up the dead dog.
What?
It's going to be a little harder to cover up. What are you going to use to dig
I'll
it?
make it look like coyotes did it.
No, that really sounds like Blair Reynolds. What happened to that NPC?
They just don't run
Coyotes
around
got
during
him.
the day picking up bodies.
All right. You dig up the dog. You get a month-old dead dog.
What kind of penalty does a medical doctor have to autopsy a dog?
I cut open the dog to see if it looks
Johnny,
normal.
it's already cut open.
Wait, it's already cut
Well, I
open.
mean,
It takes a
obviously,
bullet
it
out
was
to
cut open.
match
Oh,
its
yeah.
blood. So the autopsy's been done. You just have to like trace its path.
You pull it. If you dig it up, yeah, you find a dog. It's a dead dog. It's a smelly dead dog. Remember what happens when you bury a part of a
It
dog
reeks.
for a couple of weeks and then you dig it up again, thinking it'll totally be skeletonized by now.
It reeks.
It's not good. Yes, you get. Hey, make a con roll times 5.
Which one?
Con. Constitution.
It needs constitution.
Missed it by that much. I got 65 instead of 60.
You're gonna throw up. Where would you like to throw up?
In the pit.
You threw up on the dog.
No, in the dog, since it's already open.
You threw up on the dog. Congratulations.
Okay. I back away.
Are you just going to leave the Applebee's burger right there in there with the dog, or
Are you impugning the reputation of Applebee's?
I don't think Applebee's is the reason he threw up. I'm just saying, as long as you're going to throw your human burger food,
Let's see, what do I have in my gear again? Do I have lighter fluid?
you're going to burn the dog corpse. How about you just put the dirt back on top of it and some rocks?
We'll put the dirt and the rocks back on.
Okay, that funny thing, the puke gets soaked up by the dirt. Pretty much, no one's going to notice. That's fine. It's a dead dog. Was there something else you wanted to do before you threw up on the dead dog? Just
Why did you want to?
to prove it really happened, that it's not like
Okay,
it
yeah.
rose from the dead and it's in a fucking bar with you, waiting to turn into a biyaki and bite your face off.
That's exactly it.
Okay. Well, when you say it like that, that's
Now it makes sense.
Puke aside.
Yeah, at
I was
least
looking out for you and your drunk
I know.
ass.
Why would you say drunk? I'm fine. What it is.
as long as you know now that the dog is actually in the hole and dead, and it's this one is more of a golden retriever,
Okay.
Was.
past tense.
So I guess now we need to do the house.
Well, you were digging up.
Yeah, so she was doing the house.
I
We
know.
were inside the house.
So let's
Okay,
check
who
in
wants
with
to
the one
get
who
in?
hasn't puked.
Who's got a lock pick?
I do.
Special training. That's a special training thing, right?
Yeah.
That's
I've
on
got
the
one.
second page under section 19. I have scuba gear and parachuting.
Oh, I have lockpick.
Good. Anybody else?
I do.
All right.
Well, I have lock picks, if that is
Yeah,
what it's
I
supposed
mean,
to be.
I do as well.
tomato.
Let me see here. Where's that come under on the sheet?
It's under box 19 on your 1044.
Well, I mean, the skill set uses Dex or whatever. What is it?
It's
Dex.
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 Dex or
times
skill,
5.
and I'm not seeing the skill.
Well, isn't it? If it says Dex, wouldn't it be like Dex times 5?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So go ahead.
You
and
did
get-
write the game.
Yeah, well, not the mechanics. Let's be honest. That's all,
All right.
Greg Stolze.
Yeah. Well, Greg Stolze is a legend among men.
Yeah, you still can't find the damn skill in the character sheet, though. So let's go ahead and go with, give me a Dex roll, Dex times 5. You've been doing so well with that, I figure we should just continue.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, 10.
finally,
Statistically speaking,
you were due.
yeah.
It's not that you're cool, you were just due. All right. You pop open the front door of this place. Click. Welcome to the inside of his house. Who wants to go in and trip the Claymore mine?
Wait, Jeff. I mean,
Good job.
yeah.
I'll be in the car. I clearly know my O1s. I got. I mean, there's no Claymore. You're gonna be fine.
Okay, sure. Yeah,
I checked for claymores.
everything's fine.
You're joking
Somebody
now. But
actually told me how to check for a tripwire. I was playing Twilight 2000, and he says that his formula from when he was actually an infantryman in Vietnam was to attach a weight, like a rock or a fishing weight or something, to a piece of fishing line on the end of your rifle, and you just walk along with the rifle in front of you, and if the weight started to go backwards towards you, it meant it was catching on a tripwire. And you'd go through the house, you'd go through it that way, and once you saw the weight start going
I
off,
figured
plumb.
you just weren't the first guy in line, and then
That was the other trick. You flush out the sniper. If Bob gets shot, there's a sniper. That's FNG duty. So we don't have a Bob. We have no red shirts. It's just you guys.
Yeah.
I'm sure he didn't attach a claymore to the front door. I mean, it's gonna be fine.
Oh, what the hell?
All right.
so you
Is
just
Jeff
walk in.
going or am I?
I think you're going. You unlock the door. So give me an awareness roll.
56 out of 50.
Okay. It looks good to you.
Ah,
what are we waiting for?
I said it looks good to you.
what the hell?
Okay. Landmine goes click. No, it does not. It does not. You step over the threshold. The welcome mat does not blow you through the roof of the porch. You just step into this sort of, I don't know, cluttered.
Oh my god, he's a hoarder.
No, he's not an order, but
Okay.
you can see that this place is set up. It's a little narrow in here.
I was going to say, if it's cluttered, then he
every-
can't get his wheelchair.
Everybody give me an alertness. Yeah,
45!
finally. Nope. Nope.
60, so I didn't get it.
67, did you say?
It's just 60.
Out of...
But I had to get 40.
Okay.
That's a failure.
The interior of this place is a little cluttered. Here's what you're seeing. You're seeing a spot. You're seeing a spot where it looks like, based on the wheel patterns in the carpet, someone drives the wheelchair into this place, parks it next to the front door, and leaves it.
So either he sits by his door all day and night with the gun pointed at the door, which
Yeah.
who can blame him after working for our organization, or he doesn't need the effing chair.
Do we see his prosthetics anywhere?
No.
Because we know he took the wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
So
Is there a
he
place
did not
where the
have
prosthetics would hang? Because he.
You start looking through the place, you'll be able to find them.
Yeah.
In fact,
That's creepy.
it's really close to the front door. It's like there's a pair of prosthetics for lower leg that's right there by the front door.
Okay, so again, not entirely unreasonable.
You could put them on as soon as he gets it.
There is a shower in this place that is set up to take a wheelchair.
Yeah.
It's got the bars in it. It's got the ramp. There's not a tub. It's really huge, but you're not seeing any patterns in the carpet with that awareness roll that tells you that this guy's driving around in here in a wheelchair.
Well, the fact that it's a carpet. Most houses with wheelchairs would have like linoleum or wooden floor or something.
Yeah.
Now it's a
And
really low. It's not a shag. It's a low.
Sure, but
nap.
still.
he also said it was a narrow entrance,
Mhm.
and wheelchairs you normally aim for.
There's a lot of
Wider.
stuff in here that's taking up more space than it. I mean, there's for a room place would have wheelchairs. Why are there there's more chairs in this place?
Okay. I walk.
That is to say, chairs that you would sit in. Like a lazy boy, in front of the TV set, things like that. There's a kitchen. The kitchen does not appear. There's stuff in high cabinets. You open the cabinets in the kitchen. There's cooking utensils on high shelves.
Okay then. This dude's not right. Something's up.
Pear-shaped.
Yeah. So what do? We torch the house when we leave, or?
We just lock everything up, back out, meet with the boss, and figure out next steps.
I think we should search.
So, Ross, when the afternoon.
Would you like your drink refreshed?
No, not for me. Oh, we weren't even talking to me.
No.
Ross doesn't care if I drink.
All right. No, I'm listening. What we're drinking at the bar, so we're role playing.
Stay in character. Stay in character.
So I got to drink with my left arm if I'm pretending to be the.
That's my job. Now, at some point, your event's going to break up. He's going to say it's ready to go.
Well, sure.
I'm leaving.
I will text the others as we're leaving, so they have a heads up.
Good. That's excellent because the body mic you had on stopped working a while ago because you missed your roll when you set it up originally. Well, if you didn't have another way to signal them, it would have. If you'd gone, the pearl is in the river, they wouldn't have heard anything. But you text them and say, time to go.
Yeah.
All right.
Then, I'm going to maintain my cover.
And drink.
Well, see him off first.
Okay.
And make sure that he leaves. And make sure that they have an accurate time.
As the lift picks up his wheelchair into the van.
Yeah, make sure, if I need to help him get into his vehicle or whatever.
Nope, he's totally got this covered.
Okay.
Enough practice doing it. He waves with his left hand.
Is there some place we can hide in the...
I would probably have to Uber home, to be honest.
See him get out of his van, open his gate, and close his gate.
Yes. There are... Well, the thing is that...
We could hide in the rock.
It's West Texas, which means it's as flat as a pool table.
Right.
And there ain't much.
Well,
give me
crops and stuff, something like that.
Give me a dice. Give me a single die roll. Anyone who wants to can make the die roll.
What?
Just give me a percentage roll and tell me.
Oh, percentage roll.
Better you than me.
67.
Yeah, 67.
You're looking around. You're like, fuck. No, there's. It doesn't look like there's.
Okay, I'll take one of my surveillance cameras and stick it on the fence, barbed wire fence,
or across the street. Yeah, that's the best possibility. Okay, that'll work. Go ahead and give me a SIGINT roll to make sure you can record it remotely. Otherwise,
13.
Cool. You can watch it remotely. You won't have to go back and get it and recover the data from the camera. You bug out the data you pick up. Truck shows up. There's a laborious thing of lowering the gate. Drives up the wheel. Pulls the pin. Pushes it open. It gets back in the vehicle. Drives it through. Drives it into the garage. Comes and rolls back out. Checks his mail. Box, then pulls the gate shut, goes back into the house.
This is all wheeling through the gravel.
Well, he doesn't wheel; it's motorized.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
That's right, because he's got one. Fake one. Yeah,
it's a motorized wheelchair, so it's like it's a
Stephen Hawking type.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say closer to these sort of scooters you see, mobility scooters for
rascals.
Almost.
Okay.
Except he has to be able to drive with one hand.
Mm-hmm.
But it does have like the seat belt on it, and everything else. So you don't hit the brakes and shoot off the front of the seat. But a friend of mine who had one post surgery did not know about the seat belt. Oh, so they're like, this is the best thing ever. And they're driving around after they had this major surgery and hit the brakes and right off the front of the thing. I was like, okay, crawl back to the car, the little vehicle. Did I blow out my stitches? It's like, oh god damn it! It's tragedy when it doesn't happen to you, and it was a long time ago, and everything turned out okay. But
to be honest, it's kind of a comedy when it doesn't happen to you. So
yeah, but he goes through the motions at least, at least in broad daylight on the side of the road.
Sure.
And goes back in the house, and the dog, is there, following around behind him. Roof. Follows them out to the front steps or out to the front gate and follows them all the way back.
We meet back at the back at the airbase, right? Is that close enough that that's where we're
you
staying?
can probably go to the Motel Motel. Okay. There's plenty of that out here.
Okay, then we meet up.
Sleep easy in.
Expository download with pictures.
Yeah. So it sounds like there's no smoking gun. But it's a little weird.
It's a lot weird, boss.
Yeah. Very. Former Special Forces guys with an arsenal of guns, that sounds like a coping mechanism.
That's not weird.
Okay.
Look at this. Dusty boots, his size. Uniforms with fresh bullet holes, his size.
Stairwell.
Dusty, you said.
Stairwell. No, dusty feet, dusty boot. Like the bottoms are dusty, like he's walking in the dirt.
Alright.
Can't move his wheelchair around in the house. He's got food up on the upper cabinet shelves.
Oh, okay.
His prosthetics, you guys found them hadn't been used, right? They're just hanging there.
Well, they were
dusty.
Tell you what,
West Texas
both
different roads.
of you guys give me an awareness roll.
We got pictures.
91.
Oh my god, you're pretty sure the prosthetics were in Texas.
Jeez.
How'd you do?
I went over.
All right.
Wait, what about him? Does he get an allergic?
Well, the prosthetics are, like I said, they're next to the front door.
Okay.
There's not a lot of room to maneuver this vehicle around this mobility scooter around.
Well, sure.
And there's as far as whether the prosthetics, the leg prosthetics, were getting any use. How much did you miss by? Actually,
16.
How much? 18?
16.
16, so you rolled a 56 out of
40.
What's your medicine skill?
My medicine is a 60%.
60?
So you would have made that.
I would like to make that roll happen because I would like to impart the information. And as a doctor, maybe you would have picked up the fact that they don't smell. We're in Texas.
He's going to sweat.
And he's going to sweat. And the prosthetics didn't smell like he'd sweated in them.
Like shoes.
You know what I mean? They were fresh and clean, like they had not been used. Since you were already also looking into the prosthetics as well, I'm going to say that's good enough to also track that the blades themselves don't have a great deal of wear and tear on them. They have some.
All right.
But they don't have a great deal of wear and tear. Now, the blades are replaceable, obviously. But
we have access, as a surveillance guy, do I have access to one of those cameras that can look through walls? You see the heat of someone moving around.
Thermal cameras?
Yeah, I would say that you would be able
one of
to.
those
Can I?
airdropped in, or
Well, you guys drive
Federal
back to
Express
the
or whatever.
You drive back to the air base, and wind's going to fall off the back of the truck.
Okay.
Just the trick is, don't lose it. Don't break it.
And make sure it gets back on the truck
It has to get back on the truck.
by tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we go back to his house and take some pictures? In the middle of the night. Well, I guess not in the middle of the night because he's going to be in bed. But
Assuming he sleeps anymore, we don't know if he's human.
By the way, so out of character, how much do we like? I know our characters don't have natural scores, but do we know for a fact there are non-humans that can pretend to be humans that can assume the shape of humans?
Yeah. At this point in Delta Green's history, they are aware of a number of what can best be described as aliens aliens or parallel evolutionary courses
Yeah.
that have developed species that can look human for a while or masquerade as human. They do, in fact, turn up. They do, in fact, appear differently on a thermal scope. They don't look human on a thermal scope because they're the ones that the one in particular they're thinking of has a skull like a mandrill. And
what about the nanny cam?
The nanny cam will, if you want to you patch into that one across the street.
No, the one that I was going to put in the house.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and make a roll on that. I didn't make you roll for it, but roll for it now.
Electronics or SIGINT?
SIGINT.
What's the nanny cam shape like?
09.
Okay.
Booyah.
Here's the bad news. You're sitting there with your laptop at the no-tell motel.
Mm-hmm.
He pulls the wheelchair into the house as you go back and review the tape. Stands up, rolls his pants legs down, takes the...
Stands up with nothing between his knees and the floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Cool.
Takes off his shirt.
I rewind. I zoom in enhance. I rewind. I zoom in enhance.
Everybody make sand rolls.
Jeff, you.
I read the book.
Wait, where's that on the...
You did. Sanity points under 9, middle left.
Yep.
Current.
You're rolling
Look at
against your current. Roll under your current sanity points.
Made it.
I'm rolling in the open.
Productions.
Alright, I got a 74. That's higher than my skill.
Yes, it is.
23.
Okay, you make it, and you...
29 out of 55.
And
Well, geez, guys.
And what did you make?
26 out of
All right.
55.
You guys all make it. You all... Everybody loses a point
I
except
didn't
for
make
Ross.
it. I failed.
I know that.
Okay.
You guys who made it lose a point because it's like, oh, fuck.
Yup.
Ross, on the other hand...
I'm a jerk.
Well, you sincerely believed that he was still human.
I did. I was.
You were betrayed!
I was. Oh, he's not human. We gotta kill him. He's.
Anyways, you...
I keep watching this shit because...
He takes his shirt off. He takes the prosthetic off. He rolls his sleeve down under nothing.
Okay.
The sleeve is full.
Keep
He turns
watching.
on some Marvin Gaye.
Hey. Ooh.
Dances across the room.
He steps out of camera.
Risky
You
business.
had one camera.
Sure.
He steps out of camera range.
Well, boss.
You see him walk. At some point, you see him walk back across
Fucked
the
up
room.
shit. He's got a beer in the no hands.
There is a beer swinging near that long floppy sleeve that the cuff isn't buttoned.
Okay.
Maybe there's a hand in it. It would mean, of course, he had to grow a whole arm on us off camera.
Right.
Well, this is suboptimal. I'm gonna.
Suboptimal.
Plan B.
It's not an ideal situation. What are our mission parameters? Just determine if he is A-okay, and then, or do we have total discretion, or do we have to report back to ACEL for further orders?
We can make a fucking...
What did they tell us?
We have to refer back to ACEL.
Well, yeah, they did ask for a determination first.
Yeah.
Now, the thing about acting
Something
on your own
fucky is going
authority is if it works out great,
Yeah.
you're fine. If it doesn't work out great, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
But I'll encrypt the file and send it to
Okay.
whatever channels we use.
Yeah. Send it to ACEL.
All right, then I guess at this point you guys are just watching the
We're watching The Price is Right, trying to watch that shit off our mental palate.
Okay,
right?
you don't just keep watching and walking around the apartment.
Bob Barker or Jim Carrey?
Maybe hang out in jacket with his
I thought it was a
invisible
ranch
hand.
house, not an apartment.
It's like one of those. It's like one of those transparent. What are they called? Never mind.
Vapor.
Yeah. So you see him walk back and forth across the floor with those. And again, it's not it's not the best camera.
Sure.
But you can see that there's no shoes there, and there's no.
Is the carpet like making little foot indentations?
Again, it's not the best camera. But yeah, just how much do you want to correlate the contents?
All the way.
It is my job, right? Like this is what I do.
We gotta.
It doesn't mean you enjoy
I
it.
knew.
It doesn't mean you enjoy it.
You gotta
at
rub
all.
your nose in it.
Is there shadow behind the invisible limbs?
No. Interesting question. The answer would be no.
So he put his feet up on a stool.
Well, I mean, if he rolled his pants legs down, yes, there's pants leg shadows. There's a shadow from the arc of the sleeve of the shirt.
But what about the hand and the feet?
This isn't that good of a camera.
Nope.
I feel like a hand shadow we'd see.
You don't.
And with regards to the thermal camera, you were telling us that we don't get any image from him?
Oh, you guys hadn't actually gone and done the thermal camera.
Oh, I thought we
We're
had
gonna
done
go
that.
back
Okay.
You'd have to go back out there. Right now you're in the hotel room with a laptop going, fucking.
Ba-da-ba-da.
Maybe you're not too eager to do the
Playing in the background.
Guys, we're fine. We're
Like
like.
wheel they spin. Tick, 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 tick,
It's
tick.
just
call it
one
an
alien
airstrike?
pretending to be human. We're
Do we have a
fine.
drone? Do we have a drone in our
Wait.
here?
Wait, you're asking for a drone strike on U.S. soil? You chicken shits. All right.
Wait. Does the thermal camera pick up the dog?
We didn't get
Wait,
the
We
song.
haven't done that yet.
Okay.
My question is, do you know, if you want to, you can go out there and do it. That's fine.
Is the dog in there with him acting normal?
Oh, yeah. And it's just, it's fine. The dog sits next to him when he sits on the couch.
Does he like scratch it with his invisible hand?
Yeah.
And the hair ruffles.
And the dog is not freaked out by this?
Wait, and his camera can tell if he was wearing a prosthetic or not,
He
right?
took the prosthetic off.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he rolled his. He put his shirt back on. His
Yeah.
sleeve was full and moved and articulated.
Well-
like, what's his name? Like Claude Rains in The Invisible Man.
So, we've got a little while here waiting for a return email, and I'm watching the commercial break, and I'm thinking, wait a minute. He's got a Delta green box in his backyard,
Yeah.
and it clearly looks like he's been on missions.
Yeah.
So either he's gone off the reservation, or somebody else has given him orders, and they know this shit's going on.
Okay. Well, you sent the message to ASL, right?
Right.
So we'll know one way or the other soon.
Yeah,
Well,
depending on whose door
they know.
Huh? Oh.
Depending on whose door gets kicked open in the next 20 minutes,
Right.
you'll know if you've made a mistake.
We go to a different hotel.
Yes, you can do that. You can totally displace.
Let's go to a different.
I highly
Alright.
recommend we just skip a fucking hotel
We're
and
going
find
out.
a tent
If
in the
there's going to be a
desert.
firefight tonight, I want it to be in an empty
Well, we
bowling
still
alley.
need to get email. Yeah.
I want to be sliding down a bowling alley lane, fighting back as I slide towards the pins. So we're going to go and drink some cheap beer and bowl some.
Is this your Big Lebowski fan fiction? All right. I'm down. All right.
Right, I'll go change into the fucking photography
I
fast.
mean, what else is going to be open 24 hours in Lubbock, Texas? A strip joint or a
the bowling alley.
Walmart.
It's good for
I'm not going to
Walmart.
Walmart. That seems scarier than this shit.
Walmart.
You do not want to firefight in Walmart.
Look, there's more ammo there, to be fair.
I'm pretty sure the Waltons come from near the area where most Lovecraftian
There's
crap
also
came from.
Mythos at Walmart.
Yeah.
Well, all right, it is.
Not to mention the FEMA secret base underneath it. Remember, Jade Helm. You are in
So-
Texas after all.
Yeah. So you just want to move locations already?
Yeah, just a bad feeling.
All right.
I mean, it's not going to cost us anything.
I feel like this is a misunderstanding. We
Are you looking at my laptop here?
I look, denial ain't just a river in Egypt. So
It's a way of life. It's
Green,
It's a way of life.
I'm kind of wishing that you'd procured some of those weapons from the green box before we left.
What kind of guns were they? Just rifles and shit?
Oh, they were all military grade gear. It's all
Lots of pictures.
MP5s, suppressors, and M4 rifles with, laser sights and Barrett 50s and
Suppressors are illegal as shit. So
not the right tax stamps. Now, I will admit, the M203 grenade launcher,
how was that legal?
well, it depends.
It's
If
Texas.
if it's in the 30 millimeter
Yeah.
size, it's legal because it only fires smoke and flares. But if it's 40 millimeter, then it can fire the spin armed
The grenades. Yeah.
and then it's illegal. But you can actually buy these stupid M203
expand with my thumbs on my little iPhone
Can
and I
you
see
tell-
what colored band does it have around it.
The wrong guy.
Yeah, okay.
The 40 millimeter?
Yeah.
So, illegal as shit.
Yes.
So, green box. So, this guy was fucking fighting a private war against who the fuck knows.
That's my point, boss. That's why we're in the bowling alley.
No, you're not wrong. I just don't
You're
want
just an asshole, Walter.
Shut the fuck up, Tommy.
Is that where we're going now? Just checking.
A little bit. Let's go for full circle with this. What's the average ETA for like a message back from ACell if it's like urgent? Hours. All right.
What do you want to do with your hours?
How quick do they
Just
normally
not
kick down
look
the
at
door?
not look at the video from the guy's house.
First off,
just studiously avoid looking at it. Or do you want to actually bother to go out there and try and glass him with the thermal scope?
We have to go get that, right?
Yeah, it'll take hours to go out. It'll take hours to drive out to Fort Canada. It's like
80 miles away.
but you can do it.
Would the thermal cameras tell us anything other new? Like, I mean, we know something weird's going on. But
Yeah,
What do you want to know? Do you want to know if his arms and legs give off a thermal signature?
That was part of it.
Or do you just want to see him floating on stumps?
Well, at first I was thinking that it might be better than the nanny cam because we could track the whole house and
That's true. The nanny cam's only showing
we
you one
could see
place.
if there was other things in the house. But now I'm thinking like, well, it would be nice to know if they show up on thermal because maybe it's just some kind of trick.
Maybe it shows up as like multiple tentacles.
But maybe there's somebody else, or maybe it's a totally different shape.
Has the dog shown up at all in the
Oh yeah, dog's cool. Dog's fine.
It's like we could
fine,
see the
okay.
the invisible fingers like ruffling the fur.
Alright, oh yeah, that's right. Okay. So, the dog's fine, he's not.
Well, the dog might not be fine.
I think
The dog
we
is
The dog's
fine.
reacting
The dog is
to-
fine with him.
Yeah,
might
yeah.
not be fine in general.
Wait, could the doctor use medicine to figure out if that's the sort of normal thermal range of a dog? Is it too hot or too cool for a
we have
dog?
to do the thermal camera.
Well, you'd have
I mean-
to get the temperature off with the nose.
I mean, in real life, you could look at a thermal camera and see if someone's sick or something like that because they're hotter than usual or cold.
that's possible.
Yeah. So could she make a medicine check to see if if either of them are sick or not in the normal
You want to
range?
make sure they don't.
Or can I just Google the average temperature of a
We need the
dog?
thermal camera.
Once you get the data, you can find that out. But right now, you haven't collected the data with the camera.
Okay.
The camera that's the nanny cam is just giving visual imagery with no sound.
Well,
All right.
so do we have to go back to get the right data? Okay.
We need the thermal camera.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, let's do that then. We need more data, but we should go in hot in case he detects us.
So.
Can we get
He had armaments down there, boss, that could take us out before we could even see his house.
If he gets down there,
Why
You're
would
not
he go down
seeing
there?
on the nanny cam. You're not seeing him go into the basement. He isn't.
Okay, we can keep that in mind.
But we
if we're
Also, I will
going.
note that when you guys looked around the house, you did not see access to the basement from the house
Oh, okay,
on
so
the
you have to
inside
go
of the
out.
house. You had to go to the outside to go.
it's like a storm cellar. Kind
Yeah.
of thing.
So you can only get access from the outside of the house. You couldn't go through the.
We can always run for it.
Well, yeah, but I can run too. Yeah, I have a gun.
We need to wait.
Look, it's a gun.
I
Look.
think we need to wait and see what they say.
Huh? No. If he's running for the basement, I will shoot him.
That's fair.
Because
Right, but we need to wait and see.
there's
what-
like a 90...
maybe we can drive away. Maybe they've got someone else.
No,
to
there's
take
like a
care of this.
99% chance he's like an alien doppelganger that killed my friend and is pretending to be him. So I'm fine with shooting them, but I'm waiting for ACell to confirm it.
That's what I'm saying. We need
yeah.
to wait for them.
But if he runs for the basement, I will shoot him.
I still think drone strike, but
You always say drone strike. Drone strike is like the fourth thing.
Well, on the downside with drone strike is there certainly won't be any evidence to pick up later. Well, maybe that's not a minus.
that could be a plus.
Maybe that was a plus.
So they just call it a gas explosion. Is that-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a propane tank attached to the side
Also,
of this
this is
building?
Texas.
There is now.
There is now. Actually,
Can we
there is.
say? Can we make a case for private drone strikes in Texas?
Do we want to use the propane tank?
It's on electricity, but
I think we could use the.
No, actually,
propane.
they're probably
Is there a propane tank? Propane?
But this place is not going to be on the city sewer line, so there's going to be
Septic and
there's going to be
propane
septic,
tank.
and there's probably going to be propane because again, it's not going to be on the city gas lines.
Well, he'd want to be
Ew.
off the grid, so he'd want stuff that could support itself.
Well, he's on a ranch house. He's not that off the grid.
He's not that far from a county road.
Well, we vote, we wait until we hear from ASOL, and if they say take care of business, then we use the propane explosion excuse.
Who's for being?
You have mail.
I check my mail.
Eliminate the subject.
See, we could have just shown some initiative.
Boss,
Yeah. What is it? Well, no. Did you say what the message said?
Yes, 3 words.
Huh? Three
Three
words.
words.
What?
Eliminate the subject.
All right. My friend is dead. Brook Branch is dead. That's an alien impersonating him. Murder the alien.
propane
now.
explosion?
Huh?
Propane explosion?
Can you do that?
Propane.
I don't
I have
do that.
confidence.
I
Do
don't
that.
do that kind of thing. You're
No,
the
do
special
that.
ops.
You're
You're the spook. You do it.
Do I have demolitions? Do I?
Is there a way to get a flaming
I have
arrow?
demolitions.
Yes, you do. You can totally rig a propane tank that explodes.
I have confidence.
That's awesome. We're going on a special ops against a special ops guy with a special ops
No,
guy
no, no.
who've been drinking all night.
No.
Did you stop drinking
No.
after you got back from the bar?
A little bit.
You slowed down.
I slowed down. I'm using those airplane bottles now.
Well, that's better. As long as you're using the airplane bottles.
Okay.
Breath
Also,
is flammable.
also your characterization was totally false because it was not my Spec Ops guy. It was not me, a Spec Ops guy versus a Spec Ops guy. It was a Spec Ops guy versus an alien pretending to be a Spec Ops guy.
Okay, he's doing a pretty damn good job because did you see the shit in his basement? It's all been used lately.
Anyone can own tanks.
But
It's not-
been
You're
used.
sure he's going to be a marshmallow? Is that what you're telling me?
So maybe he's an alien Spec Ops dude.
Well, shotguns are squishy, so.
So basically, it's the Predator.
Yeah.
He's not perfect because he did get shot.
So the good news is you're going up against the Predator.
Predator 1 or 2, though?
Needs
Probably
a Kevlar
one.
suit.
Oh, so no honor.
On the
So
plus side, yeah, that whole thing with the invisible limbs, let's hope he can't do that for the whole body.
Go invisible?
Oh, that's not good news.
I just thought I'd throw that out as long as we're talking about how you can't see his...
Well, but he's not doing it for the clothes over those limbs. So
No,
maybe
he's not.
he's at least
Well,
his
he
clothes
could
are still
also
visible.
strip. We saw him do a strip tease in the camera. I'm sure he's capable of another one.
This is just getting better and better. Can we go do this now before I think of other reasons not to?
this is the
We put too
job.
much thought into this, we're going to defect.
This is the
we're just
job.
going to desert, go back to your day job, never answer the phone again.
In the basement with the I want to believe.
We got to lure him out into
Yeah.
the yard and blow the propane tank.
Yes. And this is the job you were coerced into. So,
So you're going to rig the tank?
So you plant
Yes.
the bomb and I'll
Yes.
push the button. How's that?
yes.
what are you going to
I
use?
for the propane tank?
Do you want to have some sort of improvised explosive, or do you want to actually try and find something that's military grade?
How hard is it to find a mill grade?
Well, military
Mills
grade.
fact.
Let's go ahead and throw some dice here. I believe that would be bureaucracy.
Wait, I have military science land?
That's more about knowledge for like how to set up an ambush.
Wait,
how to do bounding overwatch.
Is
Things
there
like
any
that.
medical equipment we could rig as an explosive with her bureaucracy? Like an oxygen tank?
Yes, an oxygen. If you wanted to get medical supplies out of Fort Cannon or Cannon Air Force
We could
Base.
knock over a quarry explosive storage shed or something.
You're full of good ideas.
Because my job has been sending other people to do these things, not to do them myself.
It sounds like you're
Hence the good ideas. All we're saying about the quarry, though, is that they're a little more closely guarded since 9/11.
Yeah,
Then
a little,
they-
but it is rural Texas.
It is rural Texas.
So
Mix up some tannerite, maybe.
So what you're saying, bureaucracy is skilled to get a
Yeah,
mill
bureaucracy
spec.
to see if you can be able to swing a access to.
Is there a penalty for failure, or is it just means I can't get it?
Well, if you blow it, whoever you're talking to at Cannon Air Force Base might turn you into the Air Force Security Police.
Okay.
Or the Air Force Office of Special Intelligence. But there's that problem, obviously.
I'll leave it up to the group, but my bureaucracy is 10%. So
Mine's 40. Hers is 50. And
wait, can I tell her what to get and make her do it?
She's not going to have the same weight as someone who's an active. The reason I picked you is because you're an active serving member of the Armed Forces, and you're in Special Ops, and that base is a host to a Special Operations wing. You are the one person who might be able to get that out of there. Yes, if you try and get explosives off the base, that whole I've got 10% chance, probably about the way that shapes up. Now,
access to a green box
with Delta Green, with Delta Green, you could have access to a green box. With and ACEL could put you onto one.
Well, we're just talking about mil spec.
With access to demolition skills, you can improvise an explosive or a timer.
Yeah. What is that demolition check?
You got to be a demolition check to make up to come up with a timed detonation. Now, my suggestion is that this not be an explosive that damages the hull of the propane tank, right? You just disconnect the propane tank from the house, let the gas start outgassing from it, and have a timed ignition device that will detonate the gas and detonate the tank. That seems easy.
That's a candle.
Exactly, but I'm thinking one that ignites when he's not candle distance away from it. I mean,
right. Well, but it takes enough to like build up the.
Oh, you're talking about filling the house with gas.
Filling something. The air.
I thought you were talking about detonating
the air outside. Even outside, it's going to take even longer. If we put like one of those little shielded candles or something outside the tank, pop the line and run for it. Eventually, the air will build up enough.
It'll be saturated enough with propane. But it's also really dodgy depending on what's the wind outside like.
I'm just thinking it disperses.
Filling the house with gas and detonating it is super easy.
But he might know. He might notice.
You could.
But then if he runs out, we'll just shoot him.
And nothing looks more like I was blown up by a cooking stovetop disaster than having 30 or 40 machine gun bullets in you. That always looks.
Well, that's totally false. We'll just shoot him with my pistol.
That's what happens when you store too much raw nutmeg.
Yeah. It must have been the nutmeg.
Do you want me to make the demolition check for this improvised device?
Well, if you want to make a demolitions roll to create a
I got a good feeling about this.
Timed device that will set off ignite a spark at a certain time.
Yep.
2 minutes or whatever.
Sure.
That's a demolition roll.
All right. I got 40% demolition. I got a great positive feeling about this.
Okay.
I'm not at all hoping for a 99.
Ross will roll 100.
No. It was not a 99 or 100. It's only a 93. So in another universe,
you're sitting there and you're you're like, okay, I got it. You pull the pin, and 2 minutes later, all the match heads go off or whatever, the sulfur, and okay, well.
Oh, so I know I failed.
No, you test it and it. You test it and it goes off wrong. It goes off as soon as you pull the pin. And everyone in the room goes, "That's it. That was the plan."
Yeah.
And you drunkenly say, "Just give me a chance. I'll do it again." And you're forced to start over in an attempt to.
Okay.
You lose some hours doing this.
All right.
So my question is, while you're waiting for him to rig the explosive, is there anything else you want to do? Are you just going to wait until
he gone to bed? Does he seem to have gone to bed?
At some point, like midnight or.
What did he do? Did he watch TV, read a book? What was he doing?
He read and petted the dog and
then appeared to go to bed.
Oh, that's the sign.
The dog followed him back to the bedroom.
Tell he was reading.
Is there any way we could throw like a Molotov cocktail through the window instead as the gas builds up?
Don't ask me to do it because I'll totally do it.
Yes, of course. If you wanted to, I don't know. None of the windows have bars on them, so you got that advantage.
Yeah.
if you just wanted to go to the bedroom, and you guys found the bedroom, you know which room window you want to throw the Molotov cocktail through. If you want to throw a Molotov cocktail, through a window and blow him up, that would work. You could burn a man alive if you. Well, not a man. I'm sure he's not a man.
No, he's an alien who killed my friend and is pretending to be him.
Or parallel evolutionary track.
No, he's an alien.
4th of July wasn't that long ago.
Yeah. Okay.
We could just
Bottle rockets.
pop the gas line and then
Shoot a bottle rocket or
bunch
a
of
Roman candle at it.
candles.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like, and all the fireworks are on sale this month because they're trying to get rid of them.
Oh, save some money for Delta Green.
Wait. Downside is he could get out. Like his house catches on fire and then he jumps out the window.
No, but the propane will go off. You're not getting out from that.
Okay.
Is it close enough to the house that
It is close enough to the house, but it is on the opposite side of the house in the bedroom.
So
It's in the kitchen.
So he's again he could still survive. So we have to shoot.
I will point out, I spent most of my career sitting in a chair looking at a computer screen. I'm not really equipped for killing people. So if you got a better plan...
Are you just going to sit there and say, I'm not equipped to kill people? Or are you going to, rise up?
Those words actually came out of my mouth.
I'm a spy, not a wet works.
Sometimes when you're a spy,
Yeah.
someone else does the killing.
But
Even if he lives, though,
Yeah.
maybe the flames will make the invisible skin visible by giving him third-degree burn.
Wait, do you think that would happen? Are you serious?
Maybe. I don't know.
I know we're in Texas, but I don't believe in...
I decided to start drinking after I looked at that video. So.
Alright, that's fair. Look,
Fire is always a good answer. Plan F. Let's be honest. Plan F is always a good plan.
I'm just saying this is your call to action. This is like, this is
What
just...
exactly do you want him to do? What exactly do you want the pencil neck geek, tech geek to do for you? Sneak in there and break his neck?
I did reveal that your friend is an alien.
I know.
I think it's up to you, Mr. I am the knight. I am death on cat's
I
feet.
did hear something about if he's an alien, I'm going to put a bullet in the back of his head.
Are you telling me to go out and do it?
What the hell?
Yes, I think we are telling you to go out and do it.
All right, drive me there. I will
You having
get out.
insecurity issues, Mr. SEAL Team?
I'm not insecure about shit. Drive me there. I'll do it. I'll do it right
Let
now.
me psychoanalyze you. Sit on the couch.
Uh,
All right. So, wait, did I make the improvised device or not? Or
You did, but it failed.
Oh, yeah, that's
it
right.
didn't go off the way you wanted. It basically would have exploded if you'd armed it. Okay, it didn't work.
how did you get through the door in the basement? Do you just can you get back in there?
Well, he unlocked the door.
Oh.
Can you get back through, or can you tell me how to get through?
Maybe.
Well, I'm sorry, which door are we talking about?
The basement.
The one with the keypad.
The box. The green box.
I'm assuming that I didn't, figure out the code. I just spoofed it.
Well,
somehow. I have to spoof it.
You
again.
were able. Yes, exactly. But you'll get a bonus for having done it. I mean, you owe one on the way.
I'm unlikely to be able to do it again without
Okay.
setting off an alarm.
And we couldn't do it while it's there.
Nice lie.
Okay.
So, that was Jeff saying that.
Well, I mean, if I had a Barrett fucking rifle, I could just shoot him while he sleeps through the wall.
So do we care if it's clear he was murdered? Or are we supposed to cover this
Is
up?
there going to be like a cleanup crew?
Well, let's go ahead and see where this goes.
if he's going to kill him and bury
American
him
war
with his
hero killed with rifle used to knock aircraft out of the sky, 50 caliber Barrett sniper rifle.
Or, alternately, American war hero distraught over the death of his service dog and depressed, according to military records, shoots himself in the...
with a Barrett sniper
No,
rifle.
what do we... He's going to go in with a pistol and take the guy
With
out.
one arm.
Right? What? Boom.
All right.
Got an arm.
Fuck it. They're telling me to go in there.
Or
I will
his
go
van
there.
disappears, he disappears, he's on a road trip.
All right,
Wait a
all
minute.
you-
Wait a minute. Wait.
Okay.
We're in ranching country, right?
We're in
Yeah.
what country?
Ranching country.
Yes, of course, yes.
Active ranching area around.
Yes.
Are there any fields of feed grass that are being grown? Like high calorie yield feed grass?
Probably somewhere out there.
So is there any fertilizer nearby?
Oh dear. Have you guys considered leading a jihadist message? Like unfurling a black ISIS flag on his front lawn and then blowing the house up?
If we can make a body disappear, I can help with that.
All right, wait.
So his van's gone, his dog's gone. They think he went on a road trip. He just doesn't have.
Like it says,
we're done.
Do I get a silencer?
You go in and take care of him.
Sure.
And then we'll worry about getting rid of the body.
I have Kevlar armor and a Beretta 92.
I mean, really, you're a badass SEAL. He's got one arm and no legs.
He's not one arm or 2 legs. He's a fucking alien.
He could have 20 arms. We don't know.
We haven't seen them all because they're all invisible. Probably got a tail too. Probably a prehensile tongue.
He probably looks like Demogorgon.
Look, here's the thing. You get wire me up with a earpiece. Yeah. You keep eyes on him with the headset and the thermal camera, so you can tell me what he's doing. I will sneak in.
I don't think we ever got the thermal camera.
Yeah,
It's like the third time I've said we don't have the thermal camera.
Wait, how do you know he has invisible arms?
Because I have a nanny cam in the living room. That's it.
You know, you can tell when you've had a drink. Because they said he rolled down his sleeve over air and then the arm sleeve moved around with nothing up it. They could see him scratch the dog's head with no hand, but the dog's.
Wait, I thought the camera we got from the military base was.
We didn't get that camera.
You guys have not spent the time to go drive and get that. By the time you get that, it'll be close to morning. You might have to come back the next night and do it.
Well, fuck it. I mean, he's not doing. Let's fucking spend an extra day to do it then. Like,
you want the thermal camera?
Yeah, I want the thermal camera when I'm going to fucking fight Predator with.
I go find a hotel that none of these guys have seen, and I spend the night. In the morning,
never spend the night by yourself. You might be replaced by doppelganger.
Yeah, that chance because guess what? Apparently, if I am, you won't kill me.
Everyone meet at the IHOP.
So in the morning, I drive to the airbase.
Okay.
Can it be a Waffle House?
Yes.
All right.
It's West Texas, the Waffle House.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Now you're drunk on maple syrup.
And lies.
And Anthony Bourdain is in the corner.
Bitterness.
Yeah.
Regret. Drunk on regret. All right.
But we're Delta Green agents, so that's redundant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you burn that day. I presume you
without burning anything else.
I presume at some point you are going back through the Manicam video on high speed to make sure that something with tentacles doesn't run by the.
Yeah, I'll check occasionally to smooth it out today.
The dog's head doesn't come off and and float around the room on bat wings.
And I'll also check if he goes outside. I would see that. But
Yeah, you would.
I'll use the other camera to see if he does anything strange outside as well.
Okay. The other camera picks up at some point during the previous night, before he went to bed, he clearly went outside because he went around outside and then went down into the basement.
Into the weapons room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Into the bunker, if you want to call it that.
Okay.
And then came out back up into the house.
Did he see me carrying anything or
No.
dressed differently?
No. But after that, he went to bed. Or at least he went into the bedroom from where the one camera's positioned. On fast forward, you don't notice anything else different. You can procure, like I said, the thermal imager. I'm a little confused in real life about how big these thermal imagers are. I suspect that they are
larger than a regular camera, probably.
Yeah, I'm presuming that they're large binocular sized. Yeah.
Can we attach it to an Amazon drone?
Oh, what?
Like just a tiny little commercial drone.
Like a
little drone.
Yeah.
Because that won't be obvious. I mean, it's.
He should just
Sure.
whisper in the darkness.
Okay,
It could
just
be fine.
so you know, the fire
Park Service or whatever, the department that fights forest fires.
Department of the Interior.
Yeah, they already have like fucking posters and shit like, stop flying drones over wildfires because we can't send our planes over that shit. So like,
well, as long as you don't burn the guy's house down.
yeah.
As far as a drone goes, yeah, but who here has the ability to pilot a drone?
We're making this too complicated.
If you
We
go-
could have just blown him up last night.
Wait.
if you,
I can pilot small boats. Does that transfer?
no, unless the drone's in the
Actual
water.
license.
If you guys want to go out there and glass the house with this device, from what and again, my understanding on these thermal sites though is they have a pretty stellar range.
Yeah.
You're looking at stuff that's kilometers away. Interesting, smaller than I thought. Those are the commercial ones.
Yeah, these aren't military.
But my understanding is that they're fucking tank sites.
That one might be military.
Yeah, there you go. But these things are things that you generally do not carry as an infantryman. They're the kind of things that are attached to vehicle weapon systems, right? Yeah, it's attached to the. They're attached to just some drilling. They're attached to like things like a gun system on a helicopter or an aircraft or a armored
Murder
person.
bots.
Yeah, but it's not the kind of thing that you would carry as an infantryman. However, am I the one who keeps having a drill?
No.
Okay.
What's going on in your basement?
Is Jane like building?
She's probably doing some oral surgery.
It's a TV
Okay.
show, I think.
Okay, and it's
Is she reenacting the Tom Waits song? What's he building in there?
yeah, either that or that scene from Marathon Man.
Ew.
Anyways, it's the kind of thing that you can have in the car and look out a window, but it's not easily carried. It's all, the one you showed is on a tripod. But you said you can set that thing up. The question is, you set it up during the day or during the night?
It's probably more useful at night, or a lot more effective at night.
Yeah.
And we don't want them to see us.
There's that too.
You and your logic.
You should be able to take a look at the building from an intermediate range of 500 meters to a kilometer or something like
Wait,
that.
have we established what the neighborhood's like? Like what's the population?
There's no neighbors. It's multiple kilometers.
He has sight lines in all directions as far as his Barrett will reach.
So, well, I mean, it's a double-edged sword. We can shoot him, and no one will give a shit.
Or
It's Texas. What's a little gunfire?
Exactly.
It's just the cartels again. So, what do you want to do? Drive out there with one of the vehicles, set up a few hundred meters away, glass the house with this thing, see what the thermal readings look like.
Sounds good.
All right. Give me an awareness check. Anyone who's actually using the device.
we'll leave that to the one who keeps rolling well.
Okay.
And he probably knows the most about this.
It's going to run out. 18 out of 16.
Okay.
Still not running out.
Here's what you're seeing. You're seeing a dog. You're seeing a guy, but he's shaped wrong.
Also,
Shaped wrong like I'm missing legs and an arm, or shaped wrong like
He's
just not
shaped long.
humanoid?
He's shaped long like those legs don't seem long enough to reach the ground, and that arm doesn't seem long enough to do anything useful. I mean, it's
So it looks like I would have expected him to look.
well.
But
If you weren't living in Crazy Town,
No,
yes.
but I mean, his,
if you'd been in a wheelchair, this is what it would
right,
look like.
exactly, yeah. The glowing part is what I expected it to look like. It just happens to be walking up and down without touching the ground.
Correct.
And the temperatures are the body temperatures.
His body temperature is reading normal.
So this could
Yeah,
actually
so-
be him, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be an alien.
I think we just effed up Ross even more.
wait.
You mean it is my friend?
Damn it!
Now you're gonna get all weepy about this, aren't you, you big baby?
Damn your ambiguity.
This big girl's blouse.
I'll just murder him just to get it over with. Anyways, unless you tell me. I mean, if you don't tell me, then I'm fine because like,
Well, I presume that this wasn't exactly kept a secret.
It's a discussion. Yeah.
All right.
Look at the footage.
Is there any way we can procure a dead body from the morgue, put it in a truck, and aim the truck at the propane tank and have it explode and look like
Would you like
Well,
this dead body to be named Muhammad?
Well, okay, so the thing.
Well, all right, we'll get a Mexican who can tell the difference, right?
Yeah.
And that's your racist moment for the night, folks. Thanks for listening to RPPR. We're all fired.
Yep.
Thrown off the internet.
So, really, now the question is, do we kill him because ACEL said so, or because we believe he's actually... Okay, so you're just follow the orders.
Or we wipe out ASL.
We don't know.
That sounds like
Actually, that's an entirely different scenario.
The ACEL must die is a whole different scenario.
That we cannot do, because they're really good at hiding their tracks. We can't find them.
Is the playbook that this stuff is supposed to look deniable?
Yeah.
Generally speaking, they would prefer it if people, quote-unquote, died of the mumps. But if that's not always possible... Well, you could sabotage his vehicle by messing up his brake lines. You could inject him with a whole bunch of potassium right into him and bam, flatline his heart. There's any number of poisons.
If he's a human, I mean, I know all kinds.
You can find all kinds of ways to turn a human off like that, and that would be, relatively untraceable. Do you want to?
Yeah, if we inject him between the toes, I mean,
or in a scar.
Yeah, just Michael Clayton, like those blackout guys that killed that guy in that movie, where they inject him between the toes. But of course, we have to grab him and do that, and I'm really the only person who's really good at grabbing people.
And you seem unwilling to grab people.
I'm willing to do it. But we haven't figured out an approach to do it. Like, we haven't made a decision on that. So,
so if we don't have to grab him, if
we haven't decided. Okay, we haven't decided.
Know that we're after him. It's pretty easy to just do a little
The
injection.
thing is,
and knock him out.
it sounds like we haven't even determined that he's actually an alien or not.
Or if he's a threat.
Yeah, or if he's a threat. It sounds like he could be human and just a normal guy.
How much weaponry was in that room? Like, if someone put the right spin on it, could he be considered a gun runner?
Well, considering the illegal nature of some of those weapons, you can always call the ATF on his ass.
Well, I wonder if we could spin it that he's supplying guns to the cartels.
And what would happen to our
And so the cartels, he ran afoul of the cartels. So we just gun him down in this place, but do a bunch of, I don't know.
If you were to
Tijuana necktie or something.
If you were to shoot the place up like it's
Wait, do you have
Dino
criminology?
Banion's garage?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
In St. Valentine's Day.
Yes.
You could easily sell that as a cartel hit, considering all that.
And then leave the door swinging open on that room and calling the ATF.
One presumes that they would have looted the place.
Well, then we can do that.
I have criminology and persuade, so we could make it look like a fake scene, and then persuade the local dumb.
We just get the hell out. We don't even
talk to
here.
them. We just leave them some clues.
Look. Okay, I have another proposal. I just go up to him and tell him, "Look, you're shady as shit. Tell me why are you eating?"
Can we just strap the bomb to Ross?
It's in the pen. It's in the fucking
Why the pen didn't work?
No, he's former Delta Green. He knows. He has to look shady as shit.
So I just drug him and shove
The point is, the orders we got were take him out. If we don't take him out, guess who's going to be next on that hit list?
They're going to burn us, man.
I don't give a shit.
Or they're going to send somebody else. More likely than not, if you don't carry out the orders, more likely than not, you never get another Delta Green order ever again. He's not reliable. And they'll just send somebody else to do it.
I mean,
somebody who's not emotionally
good. That kind of sounds good.
You're like, that's my retirement.
Yeah, most of us don't want them to call us again.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. We don't know if he's a bad guy or not. It sounds like we don't have definitive proof that he is.
Here, take this box of jobs.
I don't think that's not the question we were here to solve. The question we came to see was, is something hinky, and the orders we got were eliminated.
Well, we didn't we asked that question before we had all the information we have now. It sounds like.
The only additional information we have is that
The thermal camera.
his invisible limbs don't register on the camera. That's it. That's
Which
the
is
only-
even worse.
That's the only thing that the A-cell doesn't know.
Alright. So, do you all think we should kill him?
I think we should follow orders. You
I
should
think
go
you
in.
should bring him this
Alright,
box
so
of
that's
chocolates.
kills. Huh?
Bring him this box of chocolates for us.
I think
Kill.
Kill.
we need to make it look like
All
a
right.
cartel hit.
Alright, so I'll just go there and shoot him and make it look like a cartel hit. And I'll take that sanity hit.
Yep.
Alright.
So where are you
So
going to go, and where's
Ross-
everyone else going to be?
We're gonna stand way
I guess we gotta be backup.
Yeah.
Define backup.
3 miles
we were with
away.
the thermal camera,
Okay.
so we can continue watching with the thermal camera and run in and help.
Alright.
Engine running, someone behind the wheel.
Run it.
Does he leave during the day?
Not often.
Okay.
With he does do grocery runs. You would have seen that on his credit card records, but he buys a lot of food at once.
Well, I'm thinking maybe like when he goes out for a run, I go in. I have lock picking, so I could just pick the lock
And wait for him?
Yeah, wait for him. Hide. Then as soon as he opens the door,
All right.
fucking like the end of a certain Scorsese movie, which I don't want to say because I don't know if you've all seen it. So
Not just people here. You also got to worry about the RPPR rules.
it's been a while since that movie was made. But I'll be polite.
Okay.
So, anyways, but that's the idea.
All right. Well, let's see here. Okay.
You're making rolls. Why are you making rolls?
Just to make you nervous.
Damn it!
They mean nothing.
Okay.
Absolutely nothing.
All right, then I'm
There's
fine.
nothing to worry about. You are fine.
Fucking yeah.
All right, so you
I'm an
guys
operator.
are however many meters out, 200, 500.
Whatever,
Thousand.
yeah, whatever
Okay.
you think
We're
as
doing
close
this-
as we can be and still be.
We're doing this after dark.
Yeah.
Now, you're going to do this when he's in the house or when he's out of the house?
I get in while he's out of the house.
All right, that's going to be daylight.
All right.
If he leaves. The question is you have to sit around and wait to see if he
For a
leaves.
very long time.
Yeah. I wait for it to see if he leaves.
All right. Give me a percentage roll, please.
86.
All right. You guys watch him for a day.
Yeah.
And nothing happens.
All right. So
Now, that's all day during the day.
Yeah.
Do you guys are doing this in
Well, we can watch him
exhausted?
with the cameras
Yeah.
from anywhere to see if he leaves.
That's a good point. You can hang out in the hotel room resting,
Air
Wa-
conditioning.
waiting for him to leave. And then you can... Okay. Then let me just see how many days it takes for him to leave.
How right the room gets.
Okay. You guys, eat a lot of cheeseburgers, a lot of Taco
Yeah,
Bell
beef,
takeout. The room is filling with surveillance flatulence at this point. Everyone's got coffee breath. You got fucking hemorrhoids from sitting on your ass watching the monitors. You got a headache. You're staring into that thing. 4 days into this, he gets up and leaves.
All right.
Leaves the
Go, go, go.
I guess
Okay. So,
I sneak up to the door.
all right. All right, you sneak up to the door.
Yes.
All right. Well, then give me some stealth to approach the building.
Yes, I will do that thing that you are asking for me to do. That is 42 out of 70.
All right. Not
like-
bad for broad daylight. You kind
Yeah.
of crawl across the gravel driveway and whatever, and
No.
roll behind the rail, but the rain barrel, such
No.
as it is. The dust barrel. Let's be honest, it's West Texas. Go to work on
The door.
kitchen door. Give me a roll, please. Your lock tick.
Yup.
Dex.
60 out of 60.
All right. You get the door open.
Yep.
You get in.
All right.
All right. You guys are going to be parked down the road, watching this place.
Yeah.
It's not great because obviously it's broad daylight.
Well, we can watch with the cameras for now, the one on the fence post.
Okay, so
And
you're
when the guy comes home, then
You're in whatever hotel room.
well, we can be closer so that we're only
Oh, that's
a
true,
mile
okay.
away. And then when the guy comes home, we can roll up and be closer to provide
Okay.
support.
All right. Car comes back.
They're feeding me info on the earpiece, by the way.
Yeah, they'll tell you when he's approaching.
Yeah.
Give me another die roll, please.
Just a percentile roll.
I'm not telling you what you're rolling for. Just give me a die roll.
You are a game master. I mean, alright. That is a 24.
Okay. Okay. Van rolls up. Do you look out the window, or you just find yourself a nice tucked away place to shoot him?
I just assume where he's coming in, and I'm taking up my position to shoot him in the face.
Okay.
Unless they warn me of anything.
We'll tell you he's coming in.
Yeah. But if he starts sprouting fucking tentacles,
Shoot him.
yeah.
Only in about 15 minutes, don't worry.
Okay.
It's fine.
We'll be there faster than dominoes.
You guys better have fucking guns and shit.
All right.
Anyway.
So, you're sitting there.
Yeah.
And the van pulls up out front.
Yeah.
And you can see the van pull up out front. And ring! The phone rings on the table next to you.
I do not react.
It keeps ringing.
Okay.
It's just a regular landline. Ring.
Yeah.
Ring. Ring. Ring.
Don't answer
ring.
I'm not answering it.
Ring. Ring.
I can hear this, right?
Ring. Yeah. Ring.
I scoped the car.
Yeah.
Scoped the van. Does he got his hand to his ear?
Yeah.
He's in the house.
Ring.
Are you telling me this?
Yeah, I share that information.
Ring.
Okay.
It's him. He's calling.
Ring.
God damn it. I go to the phone and fucking answer.
Hey, LT.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm Brooke Branch. We served side by side. We worked operations from Kandahar to Somalia.
Brooke Branch is on fucking invisible limbs.
He does now.
Should we start moving?
He does now.
Thinking they start driving.
That ain't fucking.
Are you guys in the car?
That ain't fucking copacetic, Branch.
Oh no, it's copacetic.
Fucking. You remember the fucking DG. You know that's not copacetic. You know why this has to happen.
Why? What has to happen? Who's driving?
Wow, Ross.
Yeah.
I'll drive.
I was going to say, I was doing this, but I'm probably not a very good driver.
You're probably in the back seat with the
With my
earpiece
laptop,
and the
yeah.
laptop.
You have to
Like,
be like-
oh fuck! He's looking at us.
I'm in the back of the van.
I'll drive.
All right, give me a drive roll, please.
35 out of 50.
All right, good. Hold on to that for a second. He says, come on, LT. What is Delta Green?
Delta Green's about protecting fucking humans. Humans don't have that kind of shit. You know that.
It's a mission, right?
About protecting humans.
Well,
What the fuck happened?
I'm still on the mission.
Why the fuck do you have fucking limbs? How do I? You're not fucking Branch. Branch had lost his limbs. He didn't have fucking invisible arms and shit.
Why don't I come on inside and talk to you about this?
Yeah, no, come in now. Come on inside. We'll have a real great fucking conversation.
Man, you are just not. You're just not making this easy, are you? Well,
You're not making this easy.
what, you just want me to stretch out my neck for the knife?
Yeah, because you ain't fucking human.
I'm
It ain't
human.
fucking copacetic.
All right, so that drive roll
Yeah.
was for the bullet that went through the engine block.
Oh.
You guys are driving along towards the house. There is just this plang, and the hood just and fucking oil blows up out of the engine, and you go, and you keep the car from going off the road into a ditch and throwing everyone through the front windshield. What do you do at this point? I mean, again, the hood's blown up and kind of bounces back down, and you can see, oil and steam from the radiator flying out everywhere.
Do you have any momentum built up?
Oh yeah,
Still moving?
yeah, you do.
I try to get it as close to the house as I can.
Okay. At some point, it's moving no faster than. When you want to start trying to jump out when it's moving 5
That's when I
miles an
roll
hour,
out the door into the ditch.
10 miles an hour, what?
Probably 5.
All right. Go ahead and give me an athletics roll. You hear a boom outside.
All right. So his car's in the garage, right?
No, it's out in the
Front yard.
front yard.
And here's when the rolls start failing.
Okay. Would you roll there?
55 out of 30.
94 out of 30.
94 out of 30. And you?
21 of 50.
All right. You roll out of the car without busting your ass. 94,
55.
55. All
Wait,
right.
that's a failure for you?
Yeah, I got a base of 30.
All right.
I've been sitting behind a monitor for most of my career.
Okay.
I've been stuck in the basement of the FBI.
All right.
I run here.
Damn it, come.
What did I use? What was I using for?
Oh no. He's pulling out a guide.
It's the game, the handler screen. Sorry, available now from Mark Green.
Yep. It is pretty, and it's filled with all kinds of lovely information.
I'm just
Can't
decapitated.
remember.
What is the equivalent damage of falling out of a moving vehicle?
Well, it depends on what you roll. I knew somebody who, in real life, slipped off the hood of a car that wasn't even moving and died of his injuries. So, I'd say that was, 46 damage on a vehicle that wasn't moving? So, you never can tell.
To be honest, Adam, you could say, I know a guy who, and you can literally fill in the blank. And I don't believe you. Like, I knew a guy who saw all of the atomic weapons, and I would.
Yeah, he's blind now, of course, but, he says they were real pretty when they went off in Nevada. All right.
I know what I'm doing.
Bad news for you, Sean, on that 94 is that at least you didn't fumble it. But you jump out, and you are absolutely positive you felt there was a sound like celery, fresh celery, being crunched in your wrist as you jumped out. And yeah, it was your right wrist. It's your dominant wrist. You hear a crunch as you rolled out of the car, as you landed on that wrong. And that's 4 points of damage.
Do you need a pencil?
No, I'm good.
You took 1 point. You just managed to tear yourself open and
Bumps and bruises, scrapes.
bleeding.
I'm just glad I wasn't decapitated. So
As the car drove over you, as you ran yourself over. Let me tell you, a double lot, and we would have to be talking about run yourself over. You've also ended up in the middle of the road as opposed to the ditch. She ended up in the ditch. She rolled out and rolled into the ditch on the drainage ditch. You got in the drainage ditch and you're all beat up. You've ended up in the middle of the road as the car rolled away down the road, leaving you in the middle of the hot asphalt with maybe like a roadrunner and a tarantula.
Do you guys have guns?
Yes.
Okay, good
I have a
job.
Beretta.
I have,
All right.
I have a pistol.
I'm opening the front door and running to get like a sight line on the fucking vehicle. I'm just gonna fucking unload on his ass.
All right.
So, wait, how close are we to the gate then? Like, he saw us, I'm assuming, right? And he shot at us.
You know,
He didn't shoot. Somebody else did.
He's got help.
he's got a special.
He just
friend.
got done saying, I'm still on the mission, which I don't think
Okay.
we can hear through, right? Like, we're
We
not
probably
hearing his
can't
side
hear
of
it.
the conversation, we're only hearing his
It's
side
through
of the
the phone.
conversation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
So we don't know that, but Jeff heard him say, I'm still on the mission, Lieutenant.
No.
And so if he is, maybe he's got guys on his
Missionaries, shall we say.
Fellow alien.
You guys are about 50 yards from the front gate. You're actually parallel to the barbed wire and post fence that is part of this guy's property. So you're maybe at most 100 yards from the house itself.
Okay.
Straight as the crow flies, as it were, to the front door. You can see the van out there. You can see the van itself out there. Everybody give me another alertness roll.
Yeah, our first alertness is to look around.
Just those three or me too?
Oh, no.
Just those three.
Okay.
Made it.
Okay.
I'm great.
30, I made it.
Okay.
I
did
see through
93.
the pain of a broken wrist.
Yeah.
Did you make it? Oh, good job.
Yeah. You see something that looks like. I guess you'd have the. I guess you'd have your character would have the background to recognize it, rather than describe it as what it looks like. I'll just say, there's somebody in a ghillie suit on the opposite side of the road from the ranch. You know what I mean by a ghillie suit? Ghillie suits. They're these suits that are these loose fitting, almost like a poncho that's covered in camouflage material that actually hangs off the suit, so they look like they've got bushes strapped to them, and so it's all this pale grass colored stuff that sort of blends in with the pale grass that's out there on the side.
Where's Aaron when you need him?
He can run right for this guy. The reason you can see him is that he is. He may have been if he was in a prone. He may have been in a prone position when he fired that first shot, and it went through the car block. But now that you guys have all jumped out of the car and rolled off, he's actually coming up out of the grass onto one knee, and is holding some large rifle with a bipod that's now hanging around in the air, a scope. And he is trying to pick up where you guys are. You're a little more obvious than most people.
Okay.
Well, why are you letting me? It's your.
I tried to get the hell out of the way.
Okay. Again, the ditch, the whole, being below the level of the ballistics of the rifle would probably be best.
So that's what I'm aiming for.
Rolling into the ditch would probably be the best thing possible. All right, Ross, you burst out the front door and start dumping on the van?
Yeah.
That's your plan? All right.
Yeah. He's an alien. We established this.
Actually, we did it.
So we really haven't established anything.
Rude.
It's taken a lot to get Ross to this level to admit that he needs to kill his friend.
He's not my friend. He's an alien.
Right.
You shut
He
up.
made real progress today.
Give me an alertness roll, please.
My alertness is 70.
No.
And my character is selfish, so you shut up. 44 critical success.
Exactly. All right. You burst out the door.
Yeah.
You see your guy in the front seat of the van.
Condition 1.
You see him drop the phone he's had up to his head when you burst out the door and start to dive down below the level of the dashboard in the van. So, where do you start dropping your rounds, or do you
Center mass, I guess.
through the car door?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and start giving me some shots.
All right.
Because of that alertness, you're not going to get a minus to hit
All right.
because you got a critical success.
30 out of 80.
Okay. One hit.
Yeah. I mean, I can only shoot. I'm using the Beretta, so I think that's just one shot per round. Yeah. Yeah. It's just,
I thought the bow was 2 shots per round.
all right. Yeah. I'll take your word for it. I'll take another shot.
Well, it was under 6th edition.
Second shot was a hit. It's success there, 57 out of 80.
Okay.
Turns out I'm really good at guns.
Give me 2.
D10s?
Yeah, 2 d10s, please.
10 and 7, actually.
Okay. Give me 1 more d10, please.
Alright. 8.
8. Okay. All right. You fire a couple of rounds into the vehicle. Pound, pound, pound. There's no return fire through the door. You hear a dog barking. Ruff, 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 inside.
All right.
Now what?
Is my action again?
Yes.
I will approach the car to verify the kill.
Okay.
Gun drawn, obviously.
Okay.
Slowly, though, but yeah.
What are you doing about being in the middle of the road?
I rolled into the ditch.
Did you roll under athletics?
You never had me do a check.
Then do an athletics roll to see if you can get in the ditch quicker than he can shoot you.
Spend a ration.
69, so no.
So no? Alright. Okay.
Is this a kill damage weapon? Okay, alright, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they've instituted a new kind of sniper.
It's okay.
Alright, the bad news is
Sean's dead.
he shoots you in the head for maximum damage.
Oh my god.
I don't know what to tell you, but I rolled hit location was head, and it was maximum damage. So
The good news is you don't know that.
you don't know that. You're like, my wrist doesn't hurt anymore. Whack! You know, it blows the top of his head off. Boom.
As
Brains
long as
over.
nothing else grows back,
Yeah.
I'm fine with this.
So do we gotta make sand checks for this?
Yeah.
Because he's standing up and we can see from where the ditch, I'm sure.
You guys make a sand check for just having lost your companion. That's where that comes from.
More drinking.
68.
I don't care.
missed it.
Okay. And you?
I got 32 out of 54.
And you were just steely. All right. You don't.
I
lose.
see death all the time.
Whatever. I've seen
This is every character she's ever played.
GSW head.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But Margo was ice in her veins, man. Fucking legend.
Let's see here. All right. That's looks like. Let's go about a D4.
Wow, I apparently didn't like you very much.
That's okay.
I think your response is, "Oh fuck! Wasn't that the other guy who knew how to shoot guns?" Holy shit!
And I just start crawling down the
Didn't he
ditch.
call for a drone strike? That looks like a good idea now.
Yeah, you can call for a drone strike.
Wait, I asked for it.
Oh no! I mean, now you can.
Oh, I can?
Yes, certainly. I mean, it didn't hit you in the jaw. I mean, it was only your frontal lobes that are laid out all over the asphalt. I'm sorry about that. The last time that happened, it happened to Brian Appleton. The next question was, Brian, are you wearing a Kevlar helmet? And his answer was no. I was like, I don't know what to tell you. Anyways, you guys are in the ditch.
John. Killed by Glancy.
Trying to crawl.
Yay. All right, you're trying to crawl along towards the front gate.
Probably.
Okay.
Rob.
Towards the gate.
Okay. What are you going to be trying to do?
So, I'm trying to picture. So the gate is here, and there's a road here. Is that correct? And we were on the road.
Yeah, let me try this.
For the audience, and do a detailed map.
Not really.
Here's how we make the detailed map. So these two books, this will be the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
And on this side of the road is the farmhouse where Ross is.
Yay, me.
Yay, me.
Here's my corpse headless.
Here, no, it's more like if this is the car, it ran out of speed here. He jumped out on the driver's side
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you were driving.
and got shot in the road, and the car's a little bit past him. You guys jumped, two of you jumped out on the passenger side, ended up over here on the ditch. Your sniper is off here somewhere, and he's not right up on the edge of the road. Okay, he's a ways back. It's probably 150 yards to the front door for him. He's probably at least 75 yards away this way. And Ross has run out the front door of this place, and he's out by the van that's out here. That he's on this side. He's between the van. All the six-siders will be the players. He's between the van and the house at this point. So he's actually got the van as cover, at least visual cover. That round's going to go right through the van. It's not going to stop it at all.
I have Kevlar armor.
This vehicle, that round blew up the engine block, so using the car as cover, someone's going to be able to shoot right through the van. And
But it's visual cover.
it is visual cover.
Yeah.
But if they know where you are, they're going to put a round right in the vehicle into you. Being in the ditch, even though it's only like 2 feet down, 2 feet deep. That's almost the best cover you could get out here because it's deep enough so that they're firing at you. Any angle of bullet is going to be stopped by the dirt of the ground. It's just going to suck up the energy from the round like that. It's like dirt's like the best thing for stopping bullets. So as long as you're in that ditch, you're in pretty good shape. He's going to have to change the angle of where he is to shoot at you. Right now, he's kind of directly perpendicular to you, which is actually the worst possible angle. If he's going to have to either displace up the road or down the road to try and shoot into that ditch better to hit you. Either that or let's hope it didn't bring hand grenades. Yeah.
So we can see branch. Yes.
Yeah, if you peek your nose up over that ditch, out of that ditch, you will be able to see where the van is and where Ross is. And Branch is somewhere in the van.
Are we within shooting range of Branch?
You can fire rounds down that direction, but Ross is over there too, and Ross would be in your line of fire. That is to say, any rounds that miss Branch and the van could keep going and hit Ross.
I'm counting on the fact that he's changing position and that he's not expecting this, and I don't see any other options. I sprint as fast as I can to the dugout.
You want to find that? You want to try and find that staircase down and get down into that?
Yes. Well, I want to get down into that and get into the door and get something to fight back against the sniper with.
As opposed to a pistol.
As opposed to a pistol. Yeah.
All right. Do you want her to cover you at all?
I'll tell her my plan super quick. Going for the guns, and I just get up and start running.
All right. He's running for it. All right. Are you going to try and just fire some pistol rounds at the sniper?
Well, I can't reach the sniper, surely.
He doesn't know that yet.
Here's the thing. It is like 7,500 yards. It's ridiculous pistol range. It's super fucked up pistol range. But if you give him even one thing to think about besides aiming at him while he's running, maybe he makes it to the house.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Give me an athletics roll with your base athletics.
Jeff, I believe in you.
I don't.
What? Sean?
I'm dead.
I believe I'll have another drink.
Well, I mean...
80.
Okay.
You see, Sean? You see what happened?
It is now time for you to shoot some bullets at the sniper. So, what kind of pistol do you have?
Let me look it up.
I think it was a Beretta.
It's a Beretta.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
It's a standard 9mm.
It does have a lot of bullets. It has 15 rounds.
And you get 2 shots per round.
So go ahead and roll me 2 hit rolls, please.
2 hit rolls.
Just use firearms.
Yeah. Roll under your firearms, which it's going to be adjusted for the range.
So 78 is way over.
Okay.
And so that's a miss. Is 59, which is over.
Okay.
So both miss. You try. That's all you can
I'm
do.
really just a distraction anyway.
Yeah. He'll shoot. The sniper will shoot at you. I mean, okay, well, it's not ideal.
Keep my head down.
About your head.
Oh no.
You can run nearly headless Nick over here.
This is
a really good sniper.
You feel like somebody punched you in the side of the head. You lose your balance and you fall to the ground.
Okay.
There is blood in your eyes.
Okay.
You're dazed and
you nicked me.
Confused.
And
with a heavy round.
You take 3 points of damage.
Dang.
To your head.
You got off light.
I did. I crawl for the hole.
Should just lay there and pretend to be dead.
Not for the moment.
As far as he's concerned, that was a headshot.
What do 3 points do? Like, is there any mechanical effect of 3 points?
Yeah.
I think it's if you're 2 hit points or less, you're unconscious.
I'm at a total of 4 from
so you're not
out of the car.
unconscious.
Out of 11, so I guess I'm okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, all I remember is 2 or less, you're unconscious.
So if he thinks he got a headshot, I take half a beat. He thinks I'm down. Maybe he changes attention. Then I get up and run again. That's my plan.
Okay. Or crawling or whatever.
Right. Well, crawling, it's gonna be the rest of the hill dip taking out my partner.
At this point, your motor function may be impaired.
He crawls in the wrong direction.
Is that a luck check?
Well, I'm trying to remember who it was. It was one of those terrible true combat stories where they ran in the wrong direction because they were hit in the head or confused or something, and then ran towards the enemy rather than. The enemy's just, why is that guy running right at us? Does he know something we don't? All right.
That's a good second. Wait. Okay.
So,
Do I get?
let's catch up to you.
Yes.
I'm actually a combat round ahead of you. So, maybe 2. Let's figure out what you're doing. You're behind the van.
Yeah, I'm verifying the kill. Is
All
my
right. So does that mean
intention.
you're opening the door?
I will look through the window
Okay.
with the gun pointed at the thing.
Okay.
I mean, branch.
Okay.
You know. Wait, is that good or bad? That's bad. Isn't it? No.
Give me a 2-hit roll.
Okay.
What's your dex?
My dex is 12.
Okay.
Ah, come on, Glancy, don't do me like that. I have a 50% dodge.
You get to shoot first.
All right. 2.
What?
2 out of 80.
2.
Yeah.
All right. Shame we're not doing old-fashioned critical hits, is it?
Yeah, yeah, that would be a
All right.
nice
Give
critical
me
hit.
2d10, please.
All right.
Or 1d10, please.
Yeah.
That's the first shot, right?
Yep. 5 damage.
Oh, no, that's location.
Yeah.
Give me roll for damage.
10.
Okay. And that's interesting.
Is it an imaginary fucking arm?
You want to?
Yeah.
You want to roll me a second roll there for 2 hit?
I'm just gonna keep pulling. If I see motion, I'm just pulling the trigger until it goes click.
Okay.
Aiming for center mass. That is 52, which is a hit.
Okay. Roll me hit location and then roll me damage.
Location is a 9
Okay.
and 9.
Okay.
I fucking love 9s.
You shot him in the left arm.
All right.
And you shot him in the basically somewhere right around his collarbone.
Okay.
Both round. I mean, when I say you shot him in the left arm, I mean, bullet goes in. Bullet goes in the palm of his hand and out his elbow.
Was the left one the real one?
The left arm is the real arm. He's pointing up. There was a pistol floating in the air. When you looks like you already hit him in the head. First round hit him in the head, and there's blood all over his face and his eyes, and he was holding himself up with his left hand and aiming with this one. And the first round came and just in the palm of into the hand and just blew out his elbow. And as he falls, the gun goes off. Bullet blows out the side view mirror. Outside the door. Second round takes him in the collarbone, and he stops moving, or it looked like he stops moving.
I double tap his head.
Okay. Give me a
Sand check?
well, no.
Okay.
The dog comes out the window at you before you can. As you're starting to aim at him, the dog comes leaping forward, and let's see where the dog's bite attack lands.
Can I dodge that?
Yeah, but you won't be able to fire.
Okay.
So go ahead. Go ahead.
So if I can shoot before it bites?
If you can shoot the guy you can shoot the guy on the ground for one shot before the dog either fails or succeeds in this roll, which I've already rolled.
Okay.
But you can't dodge. It's either jump out of the way of the dog or double tap the guy. Or
jump out of the way of the dog.
All right, give me a dodge roll.
Well, that's not optimal.
Okay.
It was a 95.
That is not optimal. The dog's attack succeeds. The dog has you by the gun wrist.
That's a well-trained dog.
You take 3 points of damage.
All right. Well, that's okay. Well, all right.
Well, all right then. All right. Let's catch you up a little bit further. What are you going to do about the dog biting on your wrist? Make a strength roll, please.
Strength times 5?
Mm-hmm.
That is 10 out of...
You don't drop the pistol.
All right. Is there a way to bring the pistol on the dog?
You change hands.
Can I do that and shoot it?
You can try to do that this round and then shoot it the next round.
Would it just be unarmed to throw the dog off?
Yeah.
All right. I will throw the dog off.
Wait a minute. You're in a ditch.
Yes.
You fired off 2 rounds at this guy while he was shooting at Jeff while he's hightailing it. What do you want to do now?
Can I don't know how the ditch works. Is the ditch where I could like crawl?
You can crawl
in the ditch, like behind the van.
Oh, behind the car that rolled down the road. Yes, you can get all. You can crawl to the point where you would be next to the car. In fact, let me just roll one die here. 1, 2, 3 means it's on your side of the road. Yeah, it rolled off into the ditch on your side of the road. Okay, so it actually has ended up in the ditch at an angle. So at some point you will not be able to crawl along any further down the ditch. You'll meet the car again.
Okay, so I can't use it to block me from the sniper.
You could.
You get blocked by half the car.
Yeah, you could use the car is nose into the ditch, which is where the engine block is. It's maybe the best piece of cover in the car. You could get up to the car, slither out of the ditch, and put the car. Well, you'd have the car between you and the sniper, and you'd be out of the ditch. Now, that's one possibility. Actually, let me just check one other thing. Wrong die. Give me an alertness roll.
$20 out of 40.
Okay. The car went off the road into the ditch. It had enough momentum to carry it up a little bit up the ditch as well, that you could actually crawl under the car.
Okay,
through the
I'm gonna
ditch.
do that so I can stop and see what's going on around me without getting shot.
All right.
Do we
So
have
you're-
to let it, or just
You're belly crawling.
yes?
All right. How long you just stay still for? Combat rounds are 3 to 5 seconds.
You're right. I'm going to stay essentially for the 1 round that I'm down.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to watch me for a second to see that I'm not moving. Then he's maybe going to acquire another target. That's when I'm going to run. So I guess 1 round.
Okay, you're staying still for that round. So let's go because let him get a little bit ahead there. All right, you're going to need to let's see here. Jesus. All right, you're crawling along, and you hear the very annoying supersonic crack of a bullet flying over your head by inches, just whack, and and there's a puff of sand and dirt above you. That happens twice as you were crawling along the ditch to the car. You are now getting very close to this round you can start climbing under the car.
Wait.
You're
Can
going to
I
get up and run while that's going on? Okay.
can I just say I love how you characterize the bullets striking her as annoying? Like,
Well, it didn't hit her; it just hit near her.
and she's so badass and cool. It's like that's annoying. Like,
Well, she hasn't been all her sand rolls up till now.
okay.
She
All right.
didn't have to get liquored up to kill her best friend.
Like I say, it's great GMing, and I just wanted to highlight that. Yeah. I'm having a lovely time.
24.
All right, you athlet yourself this time.
I do.
You dive down the. You dive down the and it's good stone little staircase.
Yeah.
You get to the bottom there, go ahead and give me the electronics roll to get that damn thing open.
Is there a bonus considering I've done it
Yes. Since you rolled an 01 on the last time, yes.
before? 56.
Out of?
30.
I was going to go ahead and with that 01 give you double the chance. So you pop
just made it.
the lid off and start filling out the wires and ding, get it. That happens this round.
Okay.
All right. You are now on the other side of the car. Ross, what are you doing about this dog on you?
I thought I was going to, throw it off within an arm.
Go ahead and try it.
Yep, it's going to be great, and you... Nope. Okay, well, I rolled a...
Re-roll the whole thing.
No,
There's no leaners, there's no... Just re-roll the whole thing.
Because I rolled a 50 in my
Did one of the cats run off with the die? Is that what you've done?
No.
You've let the cat steal the die?
Oh, the cats are over here.
Alright, here, roll these.
Damn it.
Or roll this.
Yeah,
You got plenty of dice.
I have plenty of dice. Okay, it's 23. It's
Alright,
still
that is a success.
That was a game science dice.
Well, you mean it's my game size dice now. Next time I do the vacuuming here, it belongs
Is
to
that
me.
it right there?
Where?
Right there in front of your chair?
The chair.
Looks
on
like
the
an
right
ice
side.
cube.
Oh, it does. Yeah.
This is what you get for buying invisible dice, like having invisible friends with invisible arms.
Damn it. Damn, you got my number. All right. Well, I made it.
Alright, you throw the dog off.
All right.
Alright, now what?
I shoot the dog.
Alright, go ahead and,
Do I get 2 shots on it?
yeah, give me 2 shots on the dog. There's a bonus at this range.
How much of a bonus? 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hit.
Alright.
And I hit.
Alright. Give me 2 damage rolls. Well, I'm worried about hit location on this guy. 10 and 3?
Yeah.
Yay! Good thud.
Well, I'll feel bad
You've
about that
murdered a
later.
dog.
I know.
You proud of yourself, Ross?
You feel good?
No! But I didn't have to fucking spend 10 rounds punching it and
All he
missing.
wanted was his invisible hand to pet him.
Oh, you're making it worse. Why are you making it worse? What side are you? Oh, you're dead.
He's
Yeah.
just haunting you.
All right, that's fair.
Okay.
Then I'm going to switch back to the guy.
Which guy?
The guy in the van. The one I shot twice.
Well, well,
Brooks.
actually, sir, you shot him 3 times at this point.
All
You
right.
can just keep dumping on him.
I look at him. Is he really dead?
He's certainly not moving, and he's got that big old flap of skin that you can see the bone under his skull, and he's got that big hole in his collarbone.
All
Looks
right.
like it intersects his trachea. There's that. On the plus side, he's not bleeding.
Why isn't he bleeding?
Why do you think people stop bleeding?
Because their heart stopped pumping?
Bingo!
Okay. All right, well...
There's no arterial spray. He's just laying there puddling.
All right, well, I'll take a wild guess, and I'm going to make an assumption and assume that he's no longer a threat.
Okay.
Then I will make a stealth check and get in position to find out where that other guy who's firing a big-ass rifle
Number
is.
6, double tap.
Roll the van on top of the body.
Burn him later.
Yeah, we'll burn him later. I'm looking for the rifleman.
All right. Give me an alertness roll. Give me an alertness roll. Or is it alertness or awareness?
Alertness.
Alertness.
67 out of 70.
Okay.
Success.
44 out of 40.
Okay. You're looking for the sniper.
I'm
You can see him. He is changing positions. You can see him moving through the grass.
how far away is he from
He's
the-
still like 100 yards out.
So, extreme pistol range.
Yeah.
Like half. Okay. Can I make a stealth check to try and get in a better position?
You can run. You can cross the street. Yeah.
Is that
You
athletics?
can, you'd have to cross the yard
Yeah.
and then get across the barbed wire fence, which is about 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
It's a vault or whatever. Got to be athletics to get across it, and then across the open road. That's a lot of open space to cross. That's like 3 combat rounds minimum.
Yeah, but he's not looking this way. It's sort of
True.
athletics.
All right, go ahead and give me a start running.
That is a 29 out of 80.
Okay. You cross the road. You cross the yard pretty fast. Give me a athletics roll for leaping over the barbed wire fence.
That's 62 out of 80.
All right, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm a Spec Ops ninja.
And let's hold on for a second.
Wait, he doesn't. Well, okay, you're making. All right.
So, you have a marvelous selection. What do you think?
I don't know mechanically whether or not something like the grenade launcher is a firearm, or is that some sort of...
It's a heavy weapon skill.
And
I have heavy weapons. Give it to me.
Well, he's far, far away, and you just ran further away. with your amazing athletics.
You and your logic.
Okay.
I'm thinking something
Then
that
I will
scope
grab.
might
I will
be
grab
appropriate.
a firearm, something that can use the firearm skill that has the longest range. That's down here.
Okay. Go ahead and make me an alertness roll or a military science roll. If you have military science.
I have military science.
But you ran away from it.
I do not have military science, but I do have alertness,
Okay.
and I missed it by 4.
Okay. You see something that looks like a goddamn military rifle, and that's when they'll go. And this place is apparently set up to the point where there are actually loaded bandoliers of magazines. Yeah. So
Magazines.
I
try and figure out which one fits.
Okay, if you pull one out, all right, good. You burn a combat round, making sure that these magazines actually fit the weapon.
Yes.
The answer will be yes, but it is awesome that you bothered to check because it could have gone a lot worse. So you basically what you pulled out is an info carbine.
And if there's a convenient Kevlar helmet sitting somewhere, I'll just pop that on my head. I won't even strap it. I'll just come out and it'll be all like lopsided on my head. And
It holds. It just use it to hold the
scalp
down in place. You'll be. The doctor will be putting that back on with a stapler from Office Depot later this afternoon. Chunk.
Nice.
You get back to the office. What the fuck happened?
Hair implants.
Skiing accident. Plugs. They're very
They look
tender.
good, right?
They're tender. Don't touch them.
I took the wrong guy's stapler.
Oh.
That's a good answer for the dead guy. I'm sorry I let you be the guy who shows up the Monster Works, but you were the guy who showed up the Monster Works. All right. Let's see here.
This is all happening very fast in game time.
Uh-huh. So, all right.
Serpentine.
Yeah. Give me a
5x5.
give me a dodge roll while you're athletic across this road.
Well, that's fair. I have 50-50 chance, so that is 62.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well, it's all right. Every once in a while, bad guys roll an 80.
Okay. Hey!
But you heard that one go by. He missed, but he didn't miss by much, Ross. That's important to know. He didn't miss by much.
I will run into cover?
There's a ditch on the side of the road.
That sounds fucking amazing.
You heard that. Everyone heard that gunshot. You get an alertness to spot the sniper. It'll be a bonus because he actually fired his weapon. So go ahead and give me an alertness check. He is trying to be as concealed as possible. Would you roll 98?
96.
The sniper's in the ditch.
Oh, well.
That is how we do a fumble, isn't it? Are we still doing it as
It's not fumble unless it's doubles.
Oh, that's true. All right, that's not a fumble.
Yeah.
A fumble would mean you'd identified him as the sniper and shot him, which would have been hilarious. But
You're
again,
right. That would be hilarious.
all right, you've now got a rifle, a shiny new rifle,
Okay.
and you come.
Shnick.
Yep.
I go up the steps until the ground level is perfect for this kind of thing,
Okay.
and then I try and find the sniper.
Okay. Give me an alertness roll.
Jeff, I believe in you.
00.
That's a crit failure.
The sniper is in the ditch.
I shoot him.
Fire away.
Do I get a dodge check?
I do believe you do.
95.
Well, you missed good. Budge. Now the rounds are definitely coming from the other direction, from the house. That one was a 5.56.
We're surrounded.
God damn it.
The double tap.
I think that breaks his dad, but it's his backup.
Oh my god. Okay. Thank God you missed. That could have been so awesome. All right. Okay. Because you're only sticking out of that hole, basically your head. A bullet comes around and would would have gotten you dead in the chest had you not been undercut.
So just an explosion of dirt ahead of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me an alertness roll. Let's see if you can see where that came from.
15.
Okay. Oh, that wasn't the sniper. That's the sniper. Sorry. All right. Give me an alertness roll as well. You get it a bonus. Double it because you're the gunshot which just fired.
So 65. Alertness is 40. So my alertness is now 80?
Yeah.
The double? Okay. So I got 65 out of 80.
All right. You can see where the sniper is. You can actually shoot it in this round because you can spot where it is. Ross, give me also give me a roll for alertness.
Yep. 42 out of 70.
Okay. There's a guy in the side of the house who's shooting at you, and then there's also the sniper who's out in the cornfield.
Who does the first guy have a ghillie suit on?
That guy does not have a ghillie suit.
Okay, I shoot the guy with the ghillie suit because I know that asshole would not have a ghillie suit on.
Fair enough.
Oh, I only work in an office. I don't feel up.
You're closer. You're more like 50 yards away from this guy.
Okay.
You're about 70 yards away, and you're like 110 yards away from this guy. Everybody start giving me your 2 hit rolls with your pistols and your rifles, please.
Is the gate open or closed? Close it again?
It is open.
Can I run to the truck?
You mean to the van?
What was the branch driving?
He was driving a van. He was driving a personal mobility
Can I
van.
just run to his van?
You could, in fact, get to his van. I will warn you, though, it's the kind of thing you drive without feet and requires some training to drive because it's the kind of thing that you... It's a little weird.
Is there a scope bonus?
Why, you ask?
Well, because I got 40 and I rolled a 52.
There's like a... it's one of those new peep sights that are on all the M4s. It's not really
a reflex sight.
It's like it's like a reflex sight or whatever. A dot sight. No, they're great, but no, not enough to give you the bonus.
Boom. How many shots per turn?
I think semi-auto is 2 shots per round, isn't it?
For pistols, it sure is.
Let's see, weapon. Hold on.
SMGs.
Let me check. Dirt.
Yeah, I don't know the book. And I didn't bring my tablet with the PDF because I'm lazy and a monster.
Yeah, you're a monster, Ross.
I made both mine at 54 and 56 out of 80, so...
Okay.
Should I roll damage?
Hold on just a second.
Alright, well, that's fair.
Are you going to get up in shift position to the van, or are you going to go ahead and fire at the target?
Oh, I'm going to fire.
Okay. Give me 2 rolls, please.
Okay, the first one is 2.
A 2?
Right? Or is that...
Yeah, 0-2.
2.
That's a hit.
That's fucking for
The
sure.
second one is 32.
32? Give me a 1d10,
What's your
please.
fire?
40.
Oh, yeah.
1d10, please. 1. Give me a damage roll.
Is that 1 die?
Mm-hmm.
No,
it's a d10, I think. Is it a d12?
9.
All right, what did you get? 9?
Hang on, sorry.
9?
Yeah.
Shoot him in the head.
Fucking hell. Yeah, she shot him in the head for 9 points of damage. She's like,
Golden BBs, baby. Golden BBs.
yeah, you shot him in the head. You fucking shot him in the head. He goes down like a sack of potatoes. Cthulhu.
And Anne preserves her reputation as badass.
That's true.
Well, I have to imagine shooting with the rifle that I'm the one that hit him.
Well, everybody shot him. He goes down, and Ross is like, I got him. And it's 9mm round. No one will ever know the difference. That's my bullet in his head. No lady doctor's going to outdo SEAL Team 6.
No one's going to check anyway because we're burning both bodies.
Yeah, we load both all the bodies and drive the fuck away.
Well, wouldn't that be all 3 bodies?
Yeah.
I said all the bodies.
4 if you count the dog.
So are we going to try to stage this as a cartel thing, or are we just going to torch it and get out of here?
It's really cartel if we drive the bodies away and burn them.
Yeah, my actual thing would be maybe you guys should just stand in the front yard and empty the pistols and guns in all directions for a while.
Yeah.
Just for that full True Detective moment where they just got up there and wave the AK around and say, "Oh yeah, we were totally in a firefight."
Oh yeah, when they raid those guys, those assholes.
Yeah, let's stage it as a cartel
We
hit.
need
Just
more
blow
bullets in the
place to
van.
pieces.
All right, so you shoot up the van, you shoot up
The van, shoot the body, shoot the dog, shoot the house, shoot up the gun room, take a bunch of the guns out of there. We leave a couple so that it's clear what that place was.
Yeah.
But maybe the sniper, we don't want him to look like a sniper, do we?
Well,
take him
he's
out.
not going to look like a sniper because he's a quadriplegic.
Wait, what?
When you guys go out and get the sniper, he has no arms and he has no legs.
But he's next to a rifle that's hot from fire.
Yes, he is.
He's teaching others, or he learned from someone else.
He's got empty. There's a pair of empty boots, combat boots. He's got pants that are
click, 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 click,
Yeah,
click,
okay.
click, click, click. Send.
in
What
fact,
character is this related to the wounded?
he's he also is suffering from a lot of what look like third-degree burns and bad scars. I'm not sure you can see out of that hide.
No.
You
Is
are
there-
a very thick cat.
I mean, you're the medical doctor. Actually, give me a medicine roll.
Yeah, medicine that shit while I scoop up his brain.
55 out
I'm
of 60.
sorry.
Yeah, this sniper that shot at you, he's blind.
Well,
He's blind from burn injuries to his face.
That's a sand check?
That's a sand check. Go ahead.
What I'm hearing is there's a possibility I can throw my head.
Well, if you join the other team, yeah.
70.
19. Made my sand
I
check.
didn't make it.
All right, that's got to be worth 4 points. That's worth 3. D4, you lost 3.
If you make it, what is it?
1. What'd you roll, Ross?
oh, that's a failure.
Okay, here comes D4.
Well, you.
1.
All right. Yeah, that's not as fucked up as I.
So, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys wind this up relatively easily when you're talking about getting the bodies, getting them out of here and
And
burning
to
them.
make this a little more difficult to essay, can we blow the propane tank?
Oh, sure. If you want to step far, you have leisurely time. You can blow up the propane tank.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
fine.
this is fucking far away from everything, right?
Yeah. You'll have the time to sort that out. No problem. As far as getting rid of the bodies, well, first of all, the desert's big, and
I thought the only body we were taking was this one.
you could just take his and you could leave the other two. Although it's going to be a little hard to explain the
It's weird.
quadriplegic.
Yeah.
You might want to take the quadriplegic.
Well,
side.
if it's his buddy, we'll just take his ghillie suit off, put him in the van with his buddy, right? Because they're wounded warriors hanging out together.
Without a wheelchair, who's blind.
Honestly, the fewer bodies, the better.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's easy to fit the trunk.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, we don't have anything to drive.
No, you don't, do you?
No.
The van.
We'll
Uber.
figure out the
How are you going to get your car out of here?
Where did we get the car?
Well, I'm going to presume it was rented on a stolen credit card.
Yeah.
Yeah, we assumed that we would.
Then it was the cartels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how are you going to get all these bodies out of here?
We can figure out.
We may have to take the van.
Yeah, we take the other van.
We may have to take the
Even though it got all shot up? I thought we shot it up.
We roll.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you the opportunity to realize you better not shoot it up before
Before we shoot the tires.
before you shoot out the tires. You realize you have no vehicle here. I mean, the sniper came in something, but where the fuck is it?
Yeah.
Flying horse? I mean,
Perhaps he was parachuted in from a T-35.
with
It
no
was a
wings.
halo jump.
With no wings. Yeah, we'll drive the... Well, can we
You'll
drive
get rid of it later.
We figure out how to drive the van.
Rolling the bodies around. Stop spilling his brains out of his open skull. Did you get all the brains out of the road? We don't want them, IDing him from a van full of gray material. Yeah, you can sort that out.
This is seriously effed up, boss.
Well, you left a blood stain in the middle of the road. One the team in, yeah, exactly. Again, I'm so amazed that you fucking just Hail Mary shot at that guy in the head. That's fucking hilarious.
Fucking Anne, no, she's Annie Oakley,
This really is not that surprising.
Yeah.
With her.
Yeah. Anyways,
Like every game she's ever played.
but you guys can pull your gear out of there, and get the van someplace that you can.
We have a Bruckheimer shot of driving the van away jerkily, and then the propane tank goes.
Yeah, something like that. You can get the van as far away as you need it to switch to another vehicle. Signal A cell for we need a ride, we need out of here. Hopefully you won't have to park at Jimmy's place and have to clean the brains up out of the back of the van like Jules and
yeah. Pulp Fiction.
Don't Jimmy eat Jules.
Call the wolf.
Yep.
Yeah, you call the equivalent of the wolf. You were able to disappear the bodies once you get out from underneath this. And that closes the enemy on my enemy. Woohoo! So what was it you were asking out of the gameplay there, Mr. Pig?
Is this related to the wounded?
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, I kind of got a vibe of that at the end with the invisible limbs and everything.
Yeah, that's kind of a dead giveaway once you've been in the wounded.
Yeah.
Is that the one where Caleb rolled having his junk shot off?
Yes.
You guys just tussled with some cultists of Nodens, who I've been trying to reinvent as because there's some original archaeology stuff related to the Temple of Mars Nodens in England that was being excavated at the time that I think Lovecraft may have written some of the stuff like the Strange High House in the Mist and Dream Quest, where Nodens makes his big appearances as a name drop. That Nodens appears in Gaelic Roman, as a Gaelic Roman crossover, as a god that is related to wounded soldiers. There are these temples that are hospitals. The temples that they found in England had kennels in them, because the dogs were there to lick the wounds of the wounded and speed their recovery because of that mythology. So it was a god of war and a god of... the Romans kind of weirdly mashed...
Kind of a Fisher King.
Nuada, the Nodens. It has a Fisher King aspect in that it is a crippled god that is no longer the head of the pantheon because it's lost an arm. But it has an artificial arm, a silver arm in Celtic mythology. And these are all just bad perceptions of whatever the elder god that we're calling Nodens is. And it is it tussles with Nyarlathotep for reasons that we will never know why, but they're in constant adversary with each other. And Nodens, through that wounded warrior aspect, has been picking up soldiers who can no longer be, or warriors who can no longer be warriors, and putting them back into the game. You go to the Dreamlands where Nodens has sway. You mutilate your dream form by damaging yourself in the way that you're damaged in the real world. Cutting out your dream self cuts off its arm or its leg, or gouges out its own eyes, or sets itself on fire. And then in the waking world, you get dream limbs that you can use at the gods' pleasure. They're invisible. They don't leave fingerprints. Bullets pass right through them. So if you had rolled a hit location that was something that was already shot off, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Bullets would go right through it. And then they'd go about getting orders, through their dogs, which arrive via note. And so they have this weird Son of Sam thing going on, where the dogs are their dream companions who give them the orders. Take them through the Dreamlands to wherever they get their orders from. And their orders are like, kill that guy. Okay. And then you go and you kill that guy. And Nodens doesn't tell you why or what for. Or Nodens says, go, blow up, burn this museum down.
But presumably it's in his war with Nyarlathotep? So.
Yeah. And you never find, you as a servant of Nodens never find out. And your sanity is whittled away while working for a god and doing terrible things. If Nodens says, kill everyone in the orphanage, you kill everyone in the orphanage. Or your limbs stop working. He just takes them away. So
that's pretty cool. I mean, the mythology is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Killing people in orphanage, that's not cool.
No, just in case anyone's still listening to this recording.
Jeff realized that we're still recording.
So do all of our characters just incur the wrath of Nodin?
You have actually, you guys killed two of his servants. you'll be fine as long as you don't enter the Dreamlands. Or
he decides to recruit us because we're better than his own agents.
that's the thing. And I realize that's
I
sort
might
of
get recruited. I have no head.
You get a dream head, that would be pretty good.
You walk around like that.
that's how this that's sort of the way this thing intersects Delta Green. Is players who get mangled on the job and can't do the job anymore and have already had an encounter with the Mythos,
Like
they're
Rangers.
prime targets to be picked up by Nodens and put back to work. They can end up using Delta Green assets for the war against Nyarlathotep. Oh, I know where Green Box is. Or I know where other, wounded people who used to work for Delta Green are. And, the mission that was taken away from you is given back, and you can continue the mission. I presume that there's distinct possibility that you could be ex-SEAL who maybe lost his hand to a hand grenade or something.
Yeah.
And you could end up working next to a jihadist who got blown up by an airstrike, and lost some limbs, and now you're both working for Nodens.
I can also imagine a director in the program who was working for Odin's, who is directing everyone else.
Oh,
who's
someone
not
who got
in the program.
flipped. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. How high
so
up
you're
does it
working.
get?
So you're working for Nodens and don't even know it.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
So that's where it intersects Delta Green. It's this sort of, invisible. It's sort of this. I wouldn't say it's exactly an infiltration, but it could be. It could go that direction. But it is the enemy of my enemy. If you talk to these guys, if you talk to him, Ross, he would have actually tried to pitch you on joining.
I did talk to him.
Well, you ran outside and started shooting. You didn't get to the point where he wasn't really trusting you at that point to walk through that front door and let you bullseye him between the eyes.
Yeah, well, he was clearly an alien.
When the other guys did it, when Ross and when Tom and the other guys played, they got caught. They were out in the barn listening in, and while somebody else went in, and the guys, they're confronting him. And while they're doing that, the backup team, because they tipped their hand earlier, of Nodens cultists, catches the guys in the barn.
Oops.
And they march them into the farmhouse, and they're like, we need to whack these guys. They know too much. And Brooks going, no, man, we can recruit them. He's like, we don't have to kill them. We can recruit them. I'll go get a saw.
The machine gun.
And to saw off a limb, so you'll be recruit material for Nodens.
Jesus.
Then it turned into kind of a firefight.
Kind of end of a, what was it?
Reservoir Dogs.
Peckinpah movie.
Yeah, it very quickly becomes, well, actually, there was an old Japanese Yakuza film where there's this one firefight at the club where the firefight's over in like 8 seconds, and like everyone's shot, because there's no way to miss.
Yeah.
And everyone's packed into this tiny little living room in this small ranch house, and everyone starts shooting at that point. And it goes very badly.
Fair enough.
But
so was it a TPK?
no, it actually wasn't. One of the players convinced Brooke was losing the argument that we could saw their arms off and they can join Team Nodens. They're like, the other guys are saying, no, we need to whack them. So he, the first shot is Brooke shoots one of his other guys.
Yeah.
And as soon as he does that, the pistol falls into the air because his limbs disappear.
Oh, Brooks' limbs.
Yeah, Brooks disappears, and he just
team.
drops to the floor after shooting the one guy, and then it becomes 3 players versus 3 guys, and they're so close to each other.
Yeah.
The bad guys are armed with like MP5s, and it's not the kind of thing you just want to hose the room down with. But all the shooting starts, and I think everybody got tagged by a bullet. But by the time they were done, the Colts were dead, and all the players were alive.
Dang.
But everybody got shot.
Yeah. Fun times.
Yeah, good times. I fudged that one a little bit. I had too much backup, so I tried to reduce it this time.
Sure.
And it was actually more deadly.
Yeah. One really good sniper.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sean.
No, it's fine. I still like the
a
idea
blind
of coming
sniper.
back with them.
What could be better than being shot by a blind sniper?
No.
A blind
Deniability.
quadriplegic sniper.
Yeah. There's also that aspect of yes, if somebody says, "Did you kill that guy?" How could I? I'm a blind quadriplegic. How could I possibly kill anyone?
To be fair, that's a pretty fucking great alibi. As they go, that's pretty.
Don't say
bulletproof.
No.
Yeah.
Nose looks out for you.
Yeah.
What can I tell you?
All right. Well, thank you for that amazing game. I had a great time. We'll tell you guys later.